Alright, guess everybody hears me now. Alright, what is up guys? It is SwitcherGame75 here today. And today we're playing this game, Adventure of a Lifetime. And I decided to go back to this because I need to finish up this game. I was like, you know what? Let me go back and finish up this game because I know I have not beaten this. Because I could have just done like a whole week towards this game alone like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see how close I am. I was like, I'm just kind of close to the end. So I was like, let me finish this up today for a whole stream. So I know you guys were probably expecting like what, Fall Guys today? But I'm like, I'm just gonna change up everything at this point. I was like, you know what? It's like I'm just living the whole cycle, just doing the same thing over and over again, which is good though. Which, I mean, that's still fine. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. But I was like, let me just change up this week at least for something different. So, different games for this week. Turbo Tuesday still reserved for Mario Kart as usual. And what else? Dead by Daylight, Smash Bros. At least. And somehow, at least Splatoon. Because I'm just going to play more Splatoon just for the anticipation of Splatoon Raiders coming out on Thursday, July 23rd. So, you're going to see a lot of that next month. Along with some other games too. But anyways, let me see the chat. What's up, Alfredo? What's up, Sneaky? What's up, The Rise? What's up, Brad? What's up, Eric Cartman? What's up, man? Getting better at Cheat Cheat Falls. You got a new record now? Or any new time or something like that? Yeah, I'm doing good today, Bradley. All is well for me tonight. But the crazy part is that, well, I posted my Instagram story that, so I decided to test out the battery on my car, right? So everything works because I relocated into the trunk. But the worst part that happened is that gas was literally leaking out of the fuel tank, like out from the back. I was like, why is the engine not picking up that much? And then I looked back and I saw so much gas on the floor. I was like, what in the hell's happening? How is this even happening at all? Like I've never had issues like this before where gas is just leaking out of the car. Spilling gas, that's a different thing, but the gas leaking out of the tank of the car, that's crazy. That is crazy. I gotta fix that problem for like later this week or so. Like, it was horrible just to see gas coming out of the car, like spilling out of the tank, honestly. But anyways, we're back to this game here. And I got... Dang! Oh, wait a minute. May 24th is the last time I played this? Dude! That's almost a month. It's almost about to be a month since I last played this game. Godly. And I know why I end up splitting off this, because there's like a whole second dialogue where if I go for her, it might be something different. So I might probably return after that. It all depends on me. Still looking forward to this later this week. Severin back on Friday. Oh hell yeah! Definitely gonna pull that off. I know somebody wants Fortnite consistently, but I'm gonna have to flip up every single thing, so everything gets flipped throughout the week. You got Beth from Rick and Morty on Fortnite. I just went through the shop before the stream started. I was checking online on what they got there, and I heard about the Supergirl that's coming into the store. I'm not really all that interested in that kind of a skin, so like, even though it's like a female version of Superman, I just don't even care about that skin, honestly. Of course, people will go crazy over that skin, which I'm not surprised it will happen. So it's what it is. But hey, it's to each their own. Well, anyways, let's see if we can beat this game in this stream. It should be set. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing Forza Horizon as well once more. I finally got my racing pedals here too. Yo, wait a minute. What if I could use it on Mario Kart? This might be possible. Chat, that might be possible. I could use this for Mario Kart. My Moza racing pedals. Well, if only if it could work with a Switch, but I don't think it would, but who knows. Alright, here we go. The ambient noise of the wind, surf, and sand faded away as the world went quiet. We swam slowly, moving out of the inlet and towards the steep cliff that marked the edge of... Chisa gently squeezed my hand. What's wrong, Chisa? Chisa quickly let go of my hand. but I reach out and squeeze hers back. I'm right here.
ありがとう。
Once I saw Chisa nod, I swam towards the sea floor. Oh, the sea floor! We're touching the surface of the sea floor. Oh man. As we descend the steep cliff, the shipwreck slowly came into view. What a wreck of a ship, man. Now was the time to approach. The thought made me nervous. We've been prepared for this day for so long. Careful examination of the ship's layout and careful reconnaissance of the ship's exterior with our underwater camera. We should be fine. I couldn't let Chisa see how anxious I was, as such a feeling could be more than dangerous. We moved closer to the ghost ship, stopping occasionally to equalize the pressure in our ears. The ghost ship waited for us on the seafloor. A large hole from running aground left the interior of the ship exposed. Chisa turned on her bright light, as she looked into the hole, but then stopped moving altogether. What's wrong?
強い海流がある。気をつけて。
A strong current? Oh boy. Oh man. What's her obsession with dolphins? Maybe that's why she mains the dolphin in Mario Kart. Yeah. She maining the dolphin, bro. She definitely maining the dolphin, but now the dolphin is... Well, if you've seen the previous stream, the dolphin is no longer with her now. I wonder what else she would main. Shipwrecks had a tendency to disrupt ocean currents and turn them into stronger, more complex currents. The ghost ship was no different, so it required considerable diving skills just to get close. Luckily, I had finished my wreck diving course days ago, so together with Chisa's level of... Dang. Previous option? Oh, nah. I'll try to see if I can find the other one, but After we made eye contact, Chisa, as the more skilled and experienced member, entered the ship. There we go. Just gotta use the scroll. We used the dive light to illuminate the pitch black interior. Fortunately, there weren't any large obstacles, so we were able to move through the ship with ease.
この部屋で合っているわよね。
Oh, this is the room. Chisa had stopped in front of one of the doors lining the corridor and turned back to look at me. We already confirmed earlier on which room Emily's father had used on the ship. Yep, that's definitely it. Chisa grabbed the handle, but it wouldn't turn. We weren't sure if the door had rusted shut or if something has blocking the door. We only knew that it wouldn't budge. Gotta be rust at that point. Let me try. I switched places with Chisa and gave it a try. With a little added force to the door, it didn't just open, it came off the hinge entirely. Oh dang! We ripping the whole doors out. Oh man. Cinnamon billowed up like smoke.
Hiroki.
I'm fine. Let's wait for this stuff to clear. I set the broken door up against a hallway wall and waited for the disturbed sill to settle. Before too long, the water was clear again. Okay, let's go. Man, look at the bedroom. All seafloor dust. Look at the bed too. Like, imagine seeing your own bed covered in dust like this inside of the ocean seafloor. It's crazy. Underwater music activate. What if I just play like the Mario one, like Dire Rocks? This would be better. That would be better suited for this kind of a story. I'm not gonna lie. Searching the room was Chisa's job. As the room was quite small, it would be easier for her to move around. Also, she was the better diver between the two of us. I was in charge of lighting her way. You're really waiting for July 27th because of the full version of the demo.
これじゃないかしら。
You enjoys coming out that date. Dire Docs to correct you. Yes, that exact song. I would just play that song as we're already underwater. Shoot, in fact, let me go look for it right now. Hopefully it should be cool.
I knew called.
Oh, bullocks. Arkansas Bing? Oh, give me a moment, chat. Let me at least play it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U underwater. Alright, this should work. Wait, oh, that's way too big. My god, my goodness. Hopefully this should be enough volume. Alright, let's get back. She pulled out a box that looked like a jewelry case from the area Emily had told us to search. In Koji Kondo cooks masterpiece for real. Facts. You hear the music just fine? Alright. This is perfect. When Chizu opened the small box, there was a ring inside. Yes! Chizu was clearly relieved that we found our target so easily. Mission complete, Emily. Emily's going to be so happy.
早く持って帰ってあげましょう。
Yeah, let's hurry and get it back to her. We had what we had come for it. So there was no reason to stick around. Without delay, Chisa laid the way back towards the exit. But then the whole world seemed to shift. What was that?
揺れたような気がしたんだけど。
Oh no, so it better not be the currents. Chad, we might be getting the currents. But when you were diving, everything was always moving. It didn't help that looking through a mask added another level of distortion. But since it wasn't just me who had noticed, I was sure it had to be something else.
まただ。
Crap, the currents are moving the ship. Chisa, hurry. Chisa rushed towards the exit. I followed and led her away from being behind to make sure she didn't run into anything. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Jackson? Let's go, we made it. Just as Chisa slipped out of the ship. What the hell? The ship lurched over.
ヒロキ？ヒロキ？
Oh crap! No. You can't be serious. Hey, sneaky. Oh boy. Bro is stuck in the ship. Right after Chisa made it out, the ship had tilted over. Now the exit was facing the seafloor, totally blocked. I was just glad that Chisa made it out in time, though even she had cut it dangerously close. In the worst case scenario, she would have been crushed. Chisa reached her hand in through a tiny opening.
ヒロキ、大丈夫？すぐ助けるから。
I'm fine, just stay back. It's not safe. If the ship moved again, she could get pinned beneath it.
でも。
Don't worry, I'm fine. I said as I desperately fought down a rising panic. The interior of the ship was pitch black and much deeper than before. It felt like the pressure alone could crush me. Just stay calm and don't lose it. We've gone over what to do next, what to do if the exit ever got blocked. I just need to go upstairs and use the exit above. If there had been a hole we had planned on using the door on the deck to get inside. So I headed that way.
ヒロキ。
Oh no, this is all my fault. I look over the lopsided ship, unable to think.
落ち着くのよ。こういう時に対処も考えていたはず。
Should anything happen, we decide to use the door that connects the deck to the lower levels. I swam over to that door. Oh man.
ここだ。
Gave it a handle to try. Wait, we bust down the door earlier. However, the handle was stiff and felt like it was stuck against something. Selling the door gave a little, and Hiroki's hands appeared. Chisa.
待ってて、すぐ助けるから。
We tried to pry the door open, Hiroki pushing while I pulled. But it wouldn't budge
ど
anymore.
うなってるのよ、この扉。
Chisa.
ど
Chisa.
うしたの、ヒロキ。
Hiroki stuck his hand through the tiny gap and gestured me over. My air's running out.
まだ余裕あるはずじゃ。
Oh man. I don't know. Maybe there's a leak or the tank is bad. I just know it's almost gone. Crap! That's no good. Oh, that's no good. Running out of air during a dive was a real possibility. But it's usually the result of people getting distracted and running past their original time. We've only been down for 30 minutes. And even though you lose more air and deeper you go, the ghost ship wasn't all that deep.
あとどのくらい持ちそう？
How much do you have left, bro? Like, how much bro has left at this point? It's just, bro's about to get cooked if we don't get out there as quick as possible. About 5 minutes, and the gauge isn't broken, I guess. Worst case scenario, we could share air by taking turns breathing from my cylinder to last a little longer. Sharing cylinders? Shoot. The problem was that any extra air would still be useless if we couldn't get Hiroki out of the ghost ship. And if he ran out of air, then Hiroki...
どうしよう。どうしよう。
My body went cold with fear. Should I go up for help? I would never make it back in time. I gave everything I had to get the door open, but it wouldn't budge at all. If it wouldn't open normally, I would have just have to break it open. I grabbed the largest rock I could find, then started hammering at the door's hinges. But even though the metal was corroded and weak, I wasn't strong enough to break it. Man, at that point, for corroded weak metal, it should be doable to at least, break that thing. I'm not gonna lie, it should be doable to break that stuff all entirely. Shit, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it should be possible. And I was 2 seconds away from going into full panic mode. What is the chance? What are the odds that Finn might come back? I pray suddenly as I hammered at the hinges. There it is. The thought of losing Hiroki sent tears down my cheeks to collect in my mask. Then I felt something push me aside. Bro actually came. Finn swam in happy circles, and he knows how upset I was. Oh, dang. And just as if he had heard my plea, Finn pushed me further away from the door. And he put some distance between himself and the door. Finn swam full speed at the door. Ain't no way! Bro was moving at 100 kilometers an hour towards the door. Boom. My deep thought reverberated through the water. Finn shook the force of the first impact, then turned around to give it another go. Kaboom! Hit the door again. A loud crack should be heard along with Finn's impact. The thing kept going. Bro's not stopping. Bro ain't even stopping at this point, bro. Look at this. One after another, figure two his attack on the door. Kaboom! Finally, after countless tries, the door caved in. I hurried over and tried to pull it open.
もういいからあとは私たちに任せて
Gah. Bro is tired. Oh no. Hiroki and I worked from both sides of the door and eventually got it open. Hiroki swam out of the ship. Chisa. We held each other in the water. My body stiff with fear when limp as relief washed over. Hiroki held me steady in the water. It's all okay now. Oh man. Yo, Brad is stinky. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, Luigi being hidden character SM64 vibes. I heard he wasn't. He actually is a hidden character in that game. But I think it was like a scary moment when you find him, if I recall. Bans me instead. Man, you ain't getting me. Finn swam up next to us. He watched us gleefully, almost jokingly. Oh no. Sharing Jesus' air eventually we made it back to the shallow waters of the inlet. That was close, I'm not gonna hold you on that. Jesus rip off her mask and toss it off to the side.
九太郎
Finn has followed us into the shallows. But there was a huge cut on his forehead. Ah, crap, from the door. Crap. What's up, Frost? Yo, what's that new profile picture? What you got there? How you doing, Frost? Yo.
あんた無茶してどうしたの何かあったの
Alright, well, we're out of the water, so I guess... Yeah, I guess it's that time. Emily called up from over the beach, her voice worried. I got trapped in the ghost ship, but Finn came and got me out. Thank you, Finn, but you gotta be more careful. I moved over to my guardian dolphin and patted him gently. Finn was acting happy, but it was easy to see he was just putting on a brave face.
あんたね海にはお医者さんいないんだから怪我したらそのまま死んじゃったりするんだよ
He knows, I mean, he was trying to help, like that was the only exception. And the wild injuries were often a death sentence. Finn's sweet trying to reassure us. Chisa grabbed Finn and held him tightly.
もうありがとうヒロキをまた助けてくれて
Hey, bro came in clutch at the right moment, man. He came in clutch.
あんたには助けてもらってばっかりだよ
Finn rubbed against Chisa's tear-streaked face, probably in an attempt to comfort her.
本当にありがとう
Hmm? What's that in Finn's mouth? Finn handed the item in his mouth over to
あ
Chisa.
んたこれ
He held it on. It was the shell necklace Chisa had thrown away. He held it on in case if anything like this happens now. He's like, you know what? I'll keep it on. But turns out, it is. Here it is. Back once again. So your profile picture is Chicken Nugget, a character created by Kyra Kapitsky. Chicken Nugget. Chicken Nugget. That looks nice. We got a Chicken Nugget character in this chat here.
ずっと思ってたの
Yeah, bro had it the whole time, if anything.
九太郎
She's still crying tears of relief and joy. Took the necklace while Finn looked on relief. And then without another moment to waste, Finn turned towards the open sea.
どこ行くの九太郎
He's going home.
待って、あんた怪我してるのよ。それにまだいいじゃない。もう少しだけ。
Jesus started to follow after by instinct, but Finn wouldn't let her. Finn used his tail to splash Chisa. With a triumphant look, Finn swam off to make his escape. Chisa watched him leave, a look of utter confusion on her face. You know, he's probably paying you back for acting so mean before.
もう
Ah!
いたずらいるか
Yo. As if in the answer to Chisa's declaration, we saw Finn leap playfully amongst the waves.
はい、これ。
After a breather back at the shop, Chisa handed the goods over to Emily.
これで間違いない？多分。
That whole thing. That almost costed me my life for a whole ring. But hey, we got it back. We got the ring back. Almost died. And it's clutch. Emily stared at her family's treasure gleaming so that you never believe it had been at the bottom of the ocean for 16 years.
本当にありがとう。ちさん、ヒロくん。
Emily, overcome with emotion, hugged us both. Hey, aren't you injured?
そうだった。
See, I
や
mean,
ってんのよ、あんたは。
man. Chisa and I helped Emily back to her chair.
これできっとパパとママの離婚をやめさせることができるわ。
Oh, dang, I should have got this stuff to work.
もしできなくても私は満足よ。あなたたちとこんな大冒険ができたんですもの。
It really was an adventure. I laughed and nodded in relief, but Chisa only got angry.
笑い事じゃない。一歩間違えれば大変なことになるとこだったんだからね。
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I know that. In the ocean, dangers are never far away. I really need to get more experience.
ヒロ君はまだもう少しこっちにいるんでしょ。だったら潜ればいいじゃない。千里。
Yeah. Emma's taking the next ferry back home. But thinking about that was a bit of a downer.
そんな顔しないで。きっとまた会えるわ。
Fuck! She's already leaving already. No.
だって私、小笠原が気に入ってしまったんですもの。それに大切な友達もできたしね。
Emily looked at Chisa. She seemed kind of anxious.
そんな捨てられた子犬みたいな目しないでよ。私だって思ってるから。あんたのこと親友だって。ありがとう、ちさ。ヒロ君も本当にありがとう。
I just hope you can save your parents' marriage, honestly. Please, save that shit, bro. Emily hugged the ring to her chest and smiled, clearly convinced her plan was flawless.
こーら、いつまでくっちゃべってんだい。店開けるよ。
Yo, even the grandma. Yo, the grandma saying yapping, that's crazy. This game is from 2018, by the way. Like, my goodness, she's even using that word. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we got some of this for highlights. Here it is. How much longer are you gonna keep on yapping? Yeah.
忙しい忙しい。
Dang. And so the curtains fell on our summer adventure. Dude. More than a few days later, it was my turn to board the ferry home. That's everything.
何してるの？
Huh? She just studied my face. Just cleaning up.
掃除？なんで？
Last night was Michiko's Cafe's last run. Last night, a huge crowd had gathered to throw a goodbye party. When we texted Emily about it, she'd been really upset that she wished she'd really stayed just a little longer. Well, I feel like I owe this shop a lot. Plus, it's my way of saying thanks. You want breakfast? Oh, shit, she's gonna say yes. Let me see the chat. 2 out of 5 for solos, 3-5 for rank, 3-3 for rank as well. They're also a yapping word uses back on GTA San Andreas, the second main mission at the end of the Rider mission. Wait, really? I pretty much forgot all about that at that point. Like, if they actually mentioned that word back then I really have forgotten all about it. GTA 6 pre-orders start soon. Yeah, I heard that the base game is gonna be like at least cost $100, and it drops on November. And you don't want to know what's crazy? There's a job that's letting all of its workers take the day off for GTA 6 just for them to have fun for 1 day off. I wish I had a job I wish that all jobs were like that, just for 1 day, so you could just enjoy GTA 6, and then afterwards, the next day, everybody comes back in. I am gonna buy that game, but I want to see what it is. I made Cheese's breakfast while she sat at the counter. What's the creepy laugh for?
気持ち悪いはないでしょ。将来のことを想像してニヤニヤしてただけだもん。ひろきが毎朝こうやって朝ごはん作ってくれるのかなって。
You know, you can make it every once in a while.
やだ。
Sheesh. Hey, what's up, Glue Bottle? Welcome back to the second stream. Dang, them 5 minutes went by fast. That's when you're not paying attention to time. It goes by really quick. I'm telling you. GTA 6. Mention you love it when people talk about your favorite obscure franchises. I played the older one like San Andreas, like GTA 4, the Chinatown with DS, and some other like GTA 5 as well. Tomorrow's your last day of school? Dang! Oh my god. Yo, I hate when public schools have their last day so far like this. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, bro, you're about to be reaching July, man. Like, they should just end that like 2 weeks ago at best. Like 2 weeks. Like, they should have ended that 2 weeks ago, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, Eric. They're just holding you guys hostage. Like this. But thankfully you're on your last day of school, man. That's crazy. Busted straight out of Busted. Anyone says GTA 6 gets banned, just kidding. Awesome. You have a workaway around it? Why not?
だってあんたの方が料理上手なんだよ。惨めじゃん。
You're hopeless. Shit, you know what? That's the opposite for me. I'm hopeless for cooking, but I'm only good for all the other shit I do, you know. Your cousin's school ended 3 days early? At this point, you might as well go to their school to have less summer. To have more summer, like... Cooking is all about love. If you cook for me, I'd be happy eating it. No matter how gross. How gross? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? If it's gross, you're dead. No way going back out of that.
その度にああ無理して食べてくれてるなってプライドがチクチク痛むの嫌なんだもん。
Who knew her pride was so weak? Your last day ended last month. Oh, that's May. That's good. That's a good way to end it off. I'll say my last day of college was on the 4th or 5th day of May. And that's it. What does this girl want? Like, somebody who can make food for her. That's one, but I don't know about the rest. Maybe she probably wants to be a stay-at-home wife. Nah, that's not gonna work. Wait, no, that's the opposite. If it's stay-at-home, then she'll be the one cooking, and I will be like the one just yeah, outside that work. That makes sense. Your perception of time has been horribly screwed up since the beginning of the year. We're in the last half of June, but it barely feels like we're 3 months in. Yeah, I kind of feel like it, to be honest. Even though we are in the 6th month of the year, it's like we have 6 more months left. Because this is the last full week of June, and then next week we'll be into July. So that's the 7th month of the year. Which is, I'm like, dang, everything ran by fast. Because when I look at my channel after this month now, I was going to assume I'm probably over 10,000 subscribers already, but turns out it's not. Like, everything's just been slowing down since last year, and it's still on a slowdown. I'm like, man, what did I do from like the past years that grew so fast, where I hit like 1,000 subs a year? Now it's like, damn, I'm not even reaching it. Like, what's going on? I just want to figure that out. Sounds sus like flattery, doesn't it? Yeah. From how she's just saying it right now. Like, it might be something different she might pull off. A whole 180, I have a feeling of. However, on these last few days, you can bring back card games and whatnot. Plan to buy a Fame Pass when you have enough Showbucks. 600 Showbucks, only have 100 right now. You must buy a deck of cards to play at school, start playing poker or blackjack with friends. Oh yeah, 300 for us. But to be honest, I was just happy she was imagining the future with me. And how did it go with you? Let's see. The day before Chisa and talked to her parents about leaving the
高
island?
校を出たら大学行きたいって言ったらむちゃくちゃ驚いてた。
There weren't any universities on Okurasawa. Anyone who wanted to go onto the higher education had to leave the islands. Pretty much in every place you go that's not like let's say like this place here, you're going to have to go far and just leave the islands entirely for something big.
私ってよっぽど地元愛に溢れた人間に見られてたんだね。
You know, yeah, people really did assume you were, because they know you have the dolphin girl, which is one, and that was pretty much what it is. And they'd be like, oh, you're just the dolphin girl, the whole island's mascot and leader and all that stuff. But most of the time you can't stick with it for too long, where you gotta change. It was like, time for me to do something different. I love this, but hopefully we can pass the torch on to someone else. As far as you lack of new subs, you have your theories. Some be realistic and some not. What could it be? Let's go? Bro, that used to be a whole thing like during like what, 2020? 2021. My goodness. Well, you aren't. Well, you are, aren't you?
わかんないよそんなの。だってここしか知らないんだもん。
She insisted this to be true, but I knew that about 3 years from now, she realized that she truly did love these islands. So how did they say
お
yes?
母さんは賛成してくれた。やりたいことをしなさいって。
See? Go after what you want, guys. Always go after what you always wanted. Gotta run now. Sorry couldn't stay long, boss. You have a good night, man. You too, Glue Ball. Thank you for stopping by as well. And for the talk for GTA 6. You're lagging hard, Sneaky? My goodness, you need to get off that McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You gotta get off that Wi-Fi.
でもお父さんがね、私に店継がせる気満々だったから。
So for her dad, he's totally set on you taking over the shop after him? Man. Like, look at the grandma. The grandma, on the other hand, is like, she doesn't want Shiroka to take over. She just wants to close entirely, and that's it. Permanent, nothing else. But for her dad just wants her to take over the shop. But at this point, it is true to pass it over, but most of the time as kids get older and older, it's just that they don't want to stay on the island no more. They want to be in like the big metropolitan cities, like, you know, Tokyo, like, and all that stuff, downtown, the whole city, Shibuya. Like, everybody wants to be there. Nobody wants to be on these remote places no more, because it's just boring and such. Like, there is some things that are fun, like festivals and all that, but living there throughout your whole life, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be cool, but at times it's going to get to a point where it's really, really boring and you want to, like, you know, move out of there. as soon as possible. You have a good night, Eric. I'll see you for Turbo Tuesday tomorrow. She said with an exasperated sigh. Jesus' father spoiled her to death and probably hated the idea of her going away. Just smiled impatiently at Shisa. You know, it's a real jungle out there. You've never been on a train. Do you even know how to buy a ticket?
今は IC カードだから切符買わなくていいんだよ。そんなの常識。
IC cards. So no need for tickets. Okay, that's actually even better. Logic theory, more stream watchers on Twitch rather than YouTube. 2. Certain folks prefer videos over streams. That is exactly true. So, you're not wrong about that, Brett. I do have that on my end too, where people prefer streams. You know, imagine if I was to be still just uploading videos and not doing streams like this. Like, I wouldn't really be able to see all of you guys like this here, like all of you people here for this stuff. Like, I would have pretty much have not met most of you guys, to be honest, that way. Because when I do the live streams every day, that stuff actually helps, rather than the videos itself. So, there's some videos that do work for me on this channel that are fine for like the audience that are currently watching it, and there is a bunch of live streams that are actually suitable and good for everybody who comes in all the time that I always see, and even new people as well. So, that's from my perspective how I view this now. Thankfully, I changed from that during the 2020s. I would say at least around the 2020 or so, that actually helped me. Because I really wanted to do more. It's like, when that pandemic happened, it's like there was a whole chance for it, because now I could just stay at home, make a whole bunch of content, do school online and all that stuff. That thing was a lot more easier for me. I didn't even have to do anything else crazy at that. I had to just like anything crazy or just wait till the weekend. Man, if finals not cracking, then bro was talking like a motivational speaker. I mean, I guess if you find anything motivation out of it, then that's cool. That's good. I mean, I didn't really thought I was actually a motivational speaker like that, to be honest. I never really thought I was like that. The greatest part is, we met via videos, walkthrough, playthroughs, but we didn't get really close until you started attending streams that caught your eye. Interesting. See, so that's how. Yeah, actually, I did saw you in the comments of playthroughs and such that I made, and that was when I seen it at the time as we were commenting. But now doing these live streams, I was like, you know what? Let me take a step out of the Mario Kart stuff and just do other games on stream like that, rather than just me uploading a whole different parts of videos as I used to do. So I think this is just actually a lot better that way, and I actually like it. At least compared to my other ones that I made. I don't even have to do crazy editings and stuff like that. Just coming to think about it. By the way, despite you being on this account, you have a second channel? Oh, you got a second channel, Frost. What you do on that one? Or it's just like your comment, you just only comment on that and that's it? Or anything? But anyways, Chisa said of evenly, though she never owned an IC card. Well, you know you'll definitely get homesick, but even if you decide to go home, it's only a 24-hour ship ride away, which is pretty much one day.
そりゃなるだろうけどさ。ねえ、なんなのさっきから。私の気持ちをくじきたいわけ？
I just want this to be prepared when you get there. I plan to stay as close as possible, but I can feel my face growing hot while I spoke. And Chisa got embarrassed too.
よろしくね。
Everyone's getting embarrassed at this point. Chisa said she played with her shell necklace and blushed furiously. That necklace was now a symbol of her bonds. Her bonds to the islands, to me, and to Finn. She will always keep it nearby. And since that day, Finn was seen swimming happily with his pod. He had a scar from his cut. Chisa Chisa still wore the necklace when she died, but Finn wouldn't show up anymore. Wait, it was a mark of his, but it was likely a mark of his pride now? And if it is, then that's what it is now, because he saved me. And on a rare occasion that he did, he just pulled a prank and disappeared. According to Chisa, he probably figured we'd get by without him now. I couldn't help but agree with her.
そうそうエミリーから速報が来てたの。
Oh, really? What's the update?
ほらこれ
Chisa held up her smartphone to show me the message. I showed them the ring. Mama and Papa said they'd talk it over one more time. Don't know what'll happen, but I'll do whatever I can.
あの子この島に来てたくましくなったよね。
Yeah, definitely. When she left the island, she looked so grown up. You know, would have hardly recognized the girl who'd come here on a whim.
ああ、私たちもこの先いろいろあると思うけど、ちゃんと乗り越えていこうね。それで幸せになろう、絶対。
Chisa mumbled her declaration while blushing and averted her eyes. Chisa, I paused my cooking as I called out to Chisa.
何？
Uh-oh. Whoa. Chisa froze solid when I suddenly kissed her. It was a sweet kiss at first, but just a touching of lips. But I couldn't stop. And then Chisa closed her eyes and started to enjoy the kiss. I love you, Chisa.
私も
I love you too. Chisa parted her lips, demanding more. As I responded, a smoky aroma wafted through my olfactory system. Oh, the omelet's burning. Crap! We got something burning on the grill. I stopped kissing her quickly, flipped the omelet, but when I turned back, Chisa was glaring at me. So how about that kiss?
デリカシーないバカアホ
What? I had to save the omelet. Like, it was burning on the grill. Like, I couldn't do anything. What kind of chef would I be if I let an omelet burn?
知るか半人前のくせに何がプライドよ。オムレツなんかより私のキスの方を大事になさい。
Way more important than the omelet? So if it gets to the point the omelet burns and the whole thing's on fire, like we just kissed in the fire. We just kissed and we burned to death. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
もう知らない。
Are we being for real? Yo, Sneaky. Yo, you when you get your first kiss, did you die? Nah, we safe, bro. Yo, like damn, she just wanted me to keep kissing her longer, but just because of the omelet, bro, I gotta save that food. Like I don't want it to burn. But anyway, she's clearly offended. Chisa stood from her seat. Hey, Chisa, what about the breakfast?
本当にあいつは。
And she's gonna run away? So I guess I'm gonna eat it then. Chisa muttered to herself as she stormed off somewhere. Well, if this is any indication, things aren't going to be easy. But as long as I was with Chisa, it didn't need it to be easy. After spending so many years together as friends, we were perfectly attuned buddies, no matter what. Well, I guess I better get some breakfast, then get ready to head home. I was leaving Orosawa on the afternoon ferry, but that would only be for a time. For me, I knew the Orosawa was a place I'd always come back to. It's the waters. Wait, Holy crap. I don't think I should have skipped that. Dang. Oh, man. I skipped it. Damn, child. My bad. 3 years after that summer adventure, the hot and sticky summer weather had started to creep through Tokyo. Eh? Something familiar.
遅いなあ。何やってんだろう。もう電車来ちゃうよ。
Oh yeah. Yeah, boy. At Tokyo Station, a tan girl with a ponytail waited on the bustling station platform. Occasionally, she would check her smartphone before glancing around nervously.
私、時間間違ってないよね。
She muttered to herself as she continued checking the time and scrolling through messages. Then a new message appeared on her screen.
ひろきからだ。
You look super shady. Try to relax.
誰が挙動不審よ。
Ha!
もう待ち合わせ時間過ぎてるよ。今どこにいるの？てか、なんで挙動不審ってわかるのよ。
Because I can see you.
え？
She nervously scanned the area.
見えてるってどこにいるのよ。隠れてないで出てきなさい。
I'm not hiding. Look straight ahead.
前？
She just raised her head and saw me right in front of her. You're on the wrong platform. That is for trains going to Shinagawa. Wait a minute, Shinagawa? She just looked at the display board and panic.
ごめん、すぐ行く。
Don't hurt yourself by rushing, okay? Take your time. We can catch the next one.
何やってんだろう、私。
It had been just over 6 months since she just started university, but she still wasn't used to the city life. Specifically, she had a lot of trouble with trains, which they didn't have in Urasawa. It's just Chisa and I, one getting used to life, off to the islands, and the other working through college to go to culinary school. Luckily, we were going to go to the same university, so we can enjoy a lot of aspects of campus life together.
ねえ、いつから見てたの？
Since you arrived,
意地悪、バカ、アホ！
ha! You should have known this way before, Ashley. But still.
すぐ教えてくれたらいいでしょ。
But it was so funny. Oh, she's gonna hit us. Crap. We're cooked. Sneaky, you're my shield. Protect me. You're washed. What are you talking about? Chisa glared at me from across the tracks. Hurry up and get over here.
後で覚えてなさいよ。
Even here in the city, I'm in a totally different world. Our relationship hadn't changed at all. Naturally, we were still in love, but that didn't mean we would have treated each other like close friends. And though living life in the city was exhausting, having one another help us muddle through. I'm sure she'll get really homesick soon, though. You're a shoe. What do you... What the heck? That's just hilarious how he hid in plain sight. And then he just noticed her. And then she finally noticed, like, straight on. Oh, man. You was hoping that the universe of Beth from Rick and Morty was in Fortnite and not the twin version. How did she do that? I don't know. Like, I think Rose must be, like, hiding between like the whole stuff and all that, like station boards and everything. Too scenery much? Yep. Only gotta roll all day. Anime logic. It was almost time for summer vacation, and we were planning on going back to Urasawa together. Surrounded by the crystal clear waters of the sea, back to our home. Anime logic. Finn. There was Finn! Well, that's him right here. Bro, we about to hit 1 hour. We beat the game, Chad. We beat it. We beat the game, Chad. What the freak? That was a good story. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Going through the whole sea floor like this to get the ring from a ship and almost dying and having our dolphin friend come and clutch and save us. Oh my days. Holy smokes, dude. Like, what an ending, to be honest. That was a good ending. We literally just finally beat this game today. I feel like if I were to play it on stream, if I still had enough more energy on stream that day, I would have probably beat on the 24th and done. But man, I just wish I had that more energy, to be honest. Oh dang. Man, stream is delayed by 9 seconds on YouTube. Twitch is up ahead by 9 seconds, in case you guys are wondering, but still. Man, that or just a dress order that didn't stand out. Yeah, it could be one of the two. Go for 5. And to think you still have the other romance route to go, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I still got that. I wonder what could happen if I do that, though. I wonder if I'm able to skip it, if I recall. Shit, let me take a look. If I can actually skip this. This is right over here, where I gotta choose between the two of them and see what I gotta get through. Go play one more VN game. One more game on stream, if I can be able to do it. Actually, that'll be funny. If I just pull off a whole nother stream on a whole different game. I think that would be something if I were to do that. Given the fans, I was like, you know what? I might as well. But it all depends if I want to go ahead. But let me see this real quick. Okay, so let me pick Emily. So Emily, you want to take your break first?
私?
Yeah. Well, I figure out you must be tired, since this is your first time working in an event like this.
じゃないでしょ。こういう時は潔くしなさい。
Bruh, what? Oh yeah. I mean, I'd like to go with you, if you don't mind.
いいわ。エスコートさせてあげる。
Your escort.
エミリー、頑張ってね。頑張ってくる。
Alright, let's get it. Alright. Okay, because if this stuff were to be right here, then we could literally just skip the whole thing because I already passed by it already. I guess that makes sense. So, let me see what I get through with this. I caved into peer pressure and brought Emily along. Wow, there's so much going on. A wooden stage had been set up on the festival grounds that had music playing and people dancing. The edges of the grounds were occupied by a variety of food stalls similar to our own. Emily? She'd been unusually quiet today and was just slowly walking along behind me now. That, the whole time she didn't once take her eyes off the ground. She got scared. Someone passing the other direction bumped into her. Are you alright?
ごめんなさい、ヒロ君。
What's wrong?
浴衣で歩くのに慣れてなくて。
I guess the yukata getup could be tricky for someone not used to them. Yeah, old-fashioned Japanese wooden footwear. In recent years, it has become popular to wear them to festivals paired with yukatas. Here. Just hold my hand, better safe than sorry, right? But Emily didn't accept my offer.
私、一人でも歩けるわ。
What? What's going on? You didn't have a problem holding my hand before.
それは、だから。ヒロ君に甘えてばかりだって思 われたくないんだもん。
Come to think of it, recently she'd been making an effort to not to ask for my help when I thought she had just gotten used to it. Guess that wasn't exactly the case. Oh, just when we're out in the water. Well, can you do it as a favor to me? It'd really suck if we got tripped in this crowd. Blushing furiously, Emily hesitantly put her hand in mine.
借り物だから汚しちゃったら怒られるわ。
Hey, what's up, Sid? How you doing? I'm doing alright today. There we go. That's more like the Emily I know.
ああ、ヒロ君の意地悪。
Even when she made a show of getting mad, she held on to my hand. I was officially Emily's escort for the festival now. We took a walk around the stalls saying hi to familiar faces along the way. Some places serve yakisoba and shaved ice, just like any other festival, while others offered local dishes and a fresh fruit. Want to get something to eat?
それより。
For the most part, Emily seemed more interested in the people dancing by the stage.
私もあれに参加してみたい。ねえ、どうすればいいの？
Oh, the Bomb Festival dance. I think you can just join anytime. You never done it before? She shook her head.
ないわ。ヒロ君は？
Only when I was a kid with Chisa and the others.
ねえ、教えて。私もあれやりたい。
Emily put on my arm and dragged me towards the circle of dancers. Okay, I think it goes like this. I tried to match the rhythm and movements of the children and older people around us. It wasn't a hard dance. Anyone could do it. Like this. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Keep it up. Some of the older women from the neighborhood complimented Emily on her dancing. As the poster girl for Michiko's Cafe, she becomes something of a local celebrity.
楽しい。
Yeah, and you're already really good at it, Emily. With just a little practice, she got the hang of it rather quickly. That said, even though we were doing the same moves, Emily gracefully movements seemed a little different from regular Bomb dancing. Man, she's moving a lot better.
クラシックバレエを習ってたの。
You're playing Marco with your sweet friend Peach Girl. Oh, nice. Hope you guys get first place throughout all the games. Well, anyways, then she did a fancy pirouette in time with the music. Uh-oh. Her getup started slipping off and she nearly fell over, but managed to lean against me for support.
危なかった。
That's what happens when you get carried away. It's easy to get the hem of caught. She hurried to cover up the flash of bare leg revealed by the gap in her yukata. It didn't seem to occur to her I had already seen her in much more revealing swimsuit.
ねえ、私前から不思議だったんだけど、盆踊りって何の踊りなの？
Regaining her rhythm, Emily hit me with an unexpectedly innocent question. Well, Chisa's grandma once explained it to me when I was a kid. She said it's a dance to welcome the souls of our ancestors. The festival takes place every summer all over Japan. Spirits are said to return to this world, so we celebrate to welcome them, then send them on their way when they have to go back. Interesting. That's actually really interesting though. Man, I was gonna be like, imagine we just bring them to actual real life, or actually came back. Like, all kinds of spirits like around the world. That would be crazy. I'm not gonna hold you on that.
じゃあ外から来た私が踊っちゃまずいんじゃないの？
Actually, shoot. If you like the two VN demos you recently finished, you will DM or post them after the stream. Actually, you can DM me or post them after the stream. Or during the stream at the moment, whichever. I'll take a look at those games. That's the only how it started out. These days it's much more about the people getting together. There's no need to worry. I'll bet the answers will be a lot happier just to see you enjoy yourself.
そっか。よし。
Regaining her composure, Emily went back to showing off her Ballet Bond fusion style of dancing. The locals loved it, and I bet any spirit who happened to be watching felt the same. We had a great time at the Bond Festival and danced together with everyone. It was totally a new experience for Emily and a great trip down memory lane for me. As the festival atmosphere washed over me, I felt at one with the whole island.
楽しかった。
Yo, Sneaky, what do you... Yo. Demo VNs aren't that long. It took 10 years to finish from Bradley. If there's a demo that takes about... A VN, it means visual novel for short. If there's one that took 10 years to beat, and it's, you know... If it's... Oh, man, no, bro. That's not even a demo, bro. That's a full game. That's a full-on game right there. That ain't no demo. Unless they want to do that. I mean, shoot, I play it and see how it all goes. That means I have to keep the stream going consistently and do other games and then keep going back to this game. They go to like, bro, it'll be the most consistent thing I've ever have done in my life. So playing this game from 2026 to 2036, and I'll be like, what, 34 years old as I'm continuously playing this game. Holy smokes, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That'll be really long. I'm not gonna hold you. Oh, dude. You got really sad because your freaking dad, Roberto, he do not take you to the party to play with your your girlfriends. And right, you might cry. Ah, sorry to hear about that, Sid. Dang, hopefully another time you might be able to do so, but I'm sorry to hear about that, bro. Good. Now, my age... Golly, everyone take notes. Bro, everybody knows my age, because if you look at the birthday cake I posted on October 25th, everybody would know at that point. Dang, dude. I'll be 34 years old by 2036. Shoot. I know, right? You really worked up an appetite. We should get a little to eat, something to eat. Hand in hand, we stroll casually over to the food stalls. What would you like?
あれがいいわ。
Ikiyaki, a Japanese dish made from a whole grilled squid flavored with soy and other sauces. It's pretty much always found out at Japanese festival and is always a popular item. Emily pointed to an Ikiyaki stall. They were serving the entire squid grilled with a soy sauce.
大きい。食べきれるかしら。
I'll split one with you.
それいい。そうしましょう。
Hand over the money and brought a grilled particularly large squid fresh off the grill.
香ばしい匂いだわ。
It
いいの匂いね。
smells. It must have smells quite nice. Oh, I thought you hated the sea.
私そんなこと言ったかしら。
With a sly smile, she bit into the squid's head.
おいしい。ヒロ君も食べて食べて。
Thanks. This hits the spot.
でしょ？
You say it like the deliciousness has anything to do with you.
海はもう私の第三の故郷みたいなもんですもんね。何せほら、私は海の恵みだもの。
3 hometowns? I guess that's one for each parent. And now Ogurasawa too? As we talk, we enjoy more of our hometown's blessings. The squid was soft and grilled to perfection, and I couldn't get enough of that soy sauce filled aroma. By the way, I think the fireworks will be starting soon.
そうだった。
Emily had been drafted to the fireworks setup committee with Chisa, Ryota, and the others. And ever since, I've really been looking forward to the fireworks. Let's head over to the beach. Oh man, to the beach we go. A lot of people have gathered on Omura Beach. Man, look at the house right there. That looks so nice. Hey, most of these houses here look good. Imagine millionaires living on this place. And then everybody will be having yachts left and right. What's up to you, miss? What do you miss? We already beat the game. So right now I'm just playing the other parts that I save, where it's like 2 different dialogues for like 2 different females. Hey, Gladys. Thank you. Let me see. Welcome, share house. Okay, this one looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might do that crazy one. What is? Oh man, I might do that one. That second one you sent. That one looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It might be something. Nah, you guys are gonna be hearing my voice going crazy. With this number, it should be pretty easy to get a spot. A big city fireworks, there's way too many.
そうよね。昔パパとママと花火大会を見に行ったの。でも人が多すぎて車が動けなくなっちゃって、仕方ないから途中の駐車場で止めてビルの隙間からほんのちょっとだけ見える花火を見物して帰ったわ。それ以来ママは花火大会には絶対行かないって言うし、パパも時間の無駄だったって。私もそれっきり。
That must have been tough for you. That happens a lot at famous fireworks shows. In the end, their fame seems to work against them. I'd gone before with some friends, but it was so crowded that all we could really see was the back of the person in front of us. And in Ogasar, there were still crowds, but we weren't packed in like sardines. It was a lot more relaxing.
あそこが空いてるわ。
Emily grabbed my hand, pulled me over to a spot that would give us perfect view. We took a seat and gazed up lazily at the night sky.
花火がなくても十分なくらい綺麗ね。
It isn't it? Just the sight of this beautiful starry sky made coming out here worth it.
日の星空を思い出すわ。
That night? Ah, right. Now I remember. The night we spent marooned on Minamijima during the typhoon. Once storm passed, we had a fantastic view of the sky. Looking back on it, that was a real adventure, huh? Emily held my hand a little tighter.
朝原へ来てよかった。
You got hit by the tentacles, Frost? Peach Girl is taking care of you right now, so you feel better. Thank goodness. And also, don't forget to stop. You can also stop by on here as well. I can also help you make your day. You got body block, Sneaky? Ah, really?
日本で過ごす最後の夏休みは素敵な夜になったから。
What do you mean, lass? You'll have lots more. Suddenly from the distance, we heard a shrill whistling noise pierce the air. We look up in the sky, look up in time to see the fireworks burst and decorate the sky in lights of every color of the rainbow. One after another, they flashed dancing into the eclipse. The stars fleeting, not lasting more than a few seconds. Why is it sound like she's saying hentai? What the heck? Yo. Wow, they really stepped it up since I was a kid. Some were spectacular explosions, others were smaller, going off in various patterns across the sky, and then some would burst, crackle, and finally rain down a shower of tiny lights. The night sky was awash in hundreds of colorful blooming lights. Emily gazed up, lost in the lights. Sure is. At some point, my view had wandered from the sky to Emily's face. The red, yellows, and purples of the fireworks reflected off her soft, glowing skin. I was enchanted by the sight. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. I quickly jerked my eyes away. I was just watching the fireworks on you. Yo, what the heck kind of excuse is that? Yeah. She looked down at herself. Her body was bathed in the colorful lights every time a firework went off. This will be a great time. Everyone here in the chat are just watching the fireworks go down. You know what? We could all enjoy this all together in this chat after seeing fireworks on this game. You're always pretty, but tonight you look truly beautiful. What? Did I say something wrong? I'm gonna look away shyly. That's not how I mean it. It's just how I feel. The wrong message? For whatever reason, Emily blushed and looked down at the ground. I don't think you got the wrong message. I didn't let her hear me say that, though. Yo, thank you for the 4 likes, Sid. Oh yeah, shoot. I don't know if we'll have 10 likes today, but it's fine. If we don't, then I appreciate you guys for liking the stream. Huh? What's the rush? There's still plenty of summer left. We still have other half of summer to get through. She pulled out of her tongue at me. So cute. But I could sense a kind of loneliness behind all her kidding around. Emily was a pretty straightforward girl. You could always tell how she was feeling. Oh. She didn't say another word for the rest of the show. Sesame Street was brought to you by some anime. Fireworks. Look at this. Everybody here on stream, we're all enjoying this. Imagine I'm streaming on New Year's and we got this coming out around the same time. That would have been the most clutchest moment of ever, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. But it's rare that I do a live stream for New Year's. Unless I have my own place. So that's the only time you get to see that, guys. I was certain that she had something on her mind, but I didn't want to press the issue, so I just sat next to her and enjoyed the time we were spending together. Another souvenir for the summer I spent with Emily. That was a good one. Sweet.
おかえり、エミリーちゃん、ヒロ。花火どうだった？
Sesame Yeet. Awesome, definitely worth seeing this year.
チサたちも行ってきなさいよ。早くしないと終わっちゃうわよ。
Emily slipped in through the back of the stall and switched places with Chisa. Free from her shift, Chisa took my arm and we strolled together into the night.
どうだったのよ。
Huh? How'd what go?
告白くらいしたの？
What? No, what are you even talking about?
なんだ、ヘタレね。
What?
あんたの気持ちくらいもうみんな知ってるんだから。
Am I really that obvious? She nodded enthusiastically. But she'll be gone once summer ends. That wouldn't change even if we found an engagement ring and saved Emily's parents' marriage. I have to go home eventually too.
先のこと考えてうじうじするなんてヒロキらしくない。いいじゃん、バカになっちゃえばさ。
Man, very funny. Okay, she made it sound so easy. We both turned to look back to Emily at the stall.
いらっしゃいませ。アイスコーヒーですね。
She was in full customer service mode.
変わったわね、あの子。小笠原へ来た頃のとんがってたエミリーとは別人みたい。
That's just the way she is.
おいチサ、早くしないと花火終わっちまうぞ。
食わねえよ。もたもたしてると置いていくぞ。誰が食わねえだ。じゃあ店番頼んだわね。ヒロキ、エミリー。
Alright, got it. Have fun.
任せて。
They all headed off to the beach. She's occasionally casting a worried look back in our direction. Oh man. I wonder how's it going
じゃあね
looking.
エミリー、ヒロキ。
Oh, it's different.
またねです、ヒロニー。おやすみなさいませ。浴衣も似合う金髪の天使。また明日ね、チサ。ちなみご、おやすみなさい。
See ya. After the Bond Festival ended, we all headed home. We watched Overstar's until Emily and I were alone. As I took her hand, Emily smiled shyly. Only the sound Emily's getting would be heard in the hushed nighttime air.
楽しかった。
There's no fireworks tomorrow, but there will be more dancing. On Chichijima, the festival lasts more than one day.
明日も気合い入れて働かないと。
We sold all our shark burgers today, so it'll probably be quiet tomorrow.
じゃあ盆踊り踊るわ。振り付けはもうマスターしたもの。
She let go of my hand as she broke into an impromptu dance.
ドリブを入れてもいいのかしら。ここでターンを混ぜるとよりエレガントなダンスに。
Yo, oh man. I couldn't help but smile as following Emily, she danced down the street.
もうついちゃった。
Yeah, I guess the fun ends here. We drifted into an awkward silence. I just couldn't find the words. And that yukata looks really good on you.
ありがとう。一度着てみたかったの。
Bro, volleyball is fun, Sneaky. My goodness. I feel bad that you're on that map, bro.
脱いじゃうのがもったいないな。
You're taking it off now?
別にヒロ君の前で脱ぐわけじゃないんだからね。
You know, that's crazy. Taking it off right in front of me? In front of not just me, the whole viewers seeing this shit. Yeah, of course not. She let go of my hand and went into the house. Left to my own devices, I started thinking out loud. I don't really mind it when she calls me a goof, though. But as soon as I discovered I wasn't alone.
なんてこったい。うちの孫はとんだ変態みたいだよ。
What? Man, I know you're not calling me that. Come on. Grandma, how long have you been there?
さっきからいたよ。夕涼みしてたのさ。
I suppose the older you get, the less noticeable you become.
ひっぱたくよ。
I decided I had better head back inside before she carried out her threat.
あんた、どうしたいんだい？
Huh? Well, what is this about, Emily?
じゃなくて、うちの店のことさ。
We got a there has to be a different alternative. Nah, we gotta see this. Grandma's staying in her chair sipping at her iced tea. I'd really like to take it over. I feel like this is where I need to be.
そういうことは一人前になってから言うもんだ。
If I wait too long, you'll just start thinking about closing the shop again, right?
年寄りをいつまで待たせる気だい。こっちは明日ぽっくり言ってもおかしくないんだよ。
True, you do have a point on that. I mean, it's like starting today, I take over. But I don't even have energy like that to just say starting today. Well, I mean, if she really goes away, then I have to do this right away at this point. Excuse me? What is the point in interrupting his inner monologue? Oh, man, I'm wondering. She just came into view all of a sudden.
黙られるとジョークにならないんだけどね。
It was a joke. I wanted to get my chef's license after I finished high school. You'll just have to stay alive until then.
長生きするには生きがいが必要さ。
Huh? Wait, what? And Grandma's eyes grew distant. It had been some time since Grandpa passed, but he still got like this from time to time.
燃えるような恋。それだけが私の生きがいだった。
I could never tell if she was being serious or not. I didn't want to risk making things worse by treating it as a joke, though.
さて、年寄りはそろそろ寝ようかね。鍵閉めとくんだよ。
Leaning on her cane, Grandma went back inside. Something to live for. I kept repeating that phrase to myself as I closed off for the night. Interesting. There it is. Deep in the ocean. A vast main structure lay on its side with schools of fish swimming around the coral that grew onto its surface. I swam slowly as if not to disturb the silent somber atmosphere. You okay, Emily?
ちゃんといるわ。
As we swam, we did our best to stir up the sediment-damaged shipwreck of our fins. But soon after the instructor gave us the signal that we should be heading back, Emily and I gave the okay signal and began to our ascent. Oh man. Get hit by rhinos? Oh god. We rose slowly for a while, then paused for a safety stop. After breathing at high ambient pressures, during the deep dive, divers are at risk of developing decompression sickness. This sickness is caused by tiny gas bubbles that form in the bloodstream during the rapid decrease in ambient pressure. To prevent the form of this gas, divers must take safety stops every few feet on their way back to the surface. Opposite of the ear equalizing formed with on when diving when returning to the surface, you must slowly readjust the body to the pressure. This is the one rule you can't forget when diving. Emily had a hard time getting the hang of it at first, but now she's looking relaxed and calm in the water. Now, time to go. You ready? After confirming via hand signals, we continued our journey to the surface. Hold on. I think I read this section already, if I recall. Yes, I probably must have read that section. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I think I've already read that section right here. Well, I already have, then. Shoot. Give me a brief moment, chat. Hold on. Alright. I think I've already got to this part already. Come to think of it, looking back at this, let me see. What the? That's different. What the heck? Back onto the boat, Emily looked pensive. By the point she was usually talking about how wonderful it was underwater.
久しぶりに海を怖いって思ったわ。深い海はとても暗くて冷たい場所なのね。
Visibility wasn't too good today either. In that cold deep, the shipwreck looked like it was frozen in time. It was natural that she would find the sight unnerving. Yeah, it's going different this time, I see. Yeah, I think we might get something different now. It was all part of our wrecking course. Wrecking different from regular diving is when divers explore shipwrecks, but getting close to or going inside a shipwreck can be dangerous. So there are special rules and procedures in place. Even so, by now, Emily had a good deal of experience. Then this wasn't her first time at that depth, so she was no longer considered a beginner at diving. Maybe that was a good thing.
何が？
Remembering that the ocean isn't all sunshine and dolphins, it'll be good to keep that in mind when we tackle the ghost ship.
どんな些細な危険も回避する慎重さで挑めそうよ。
The dive boat supplied by the dive shop took us back to the island. Oh dang. Emily sat down alone and opened her logbook. The summer began. The book had been completely empty, but now she had used more than 1/3 of it. Today she had one more page to fill in. But even though her eyes were focused on the page, her mind was elsewhere.
こーら、エミリー。今作戦会議中よ。何ぼーっとしてんの。あ、ごめんなさい。
She's a question brought going back to reality. On the table before us, we had the ship's floor plan along with several photographs. With these laid out, we have a fairly clear idea of what the ghost ship looked like now. And this is just like, look, now we got some Persona music right here. Before saying the Shirami, yeah, bro, I literally read through this. Let me see. You know, come to think of it, actually, I never see this.
エミリーのパパとママがいたのはこの部屋なのね。
Oh yeah, definitely.
間違いない。
Did your parents come for their honeymoon? That's weird. They should have had the ring by then.
詳しいことは知らないわ。でもその船に2人が乗っていたことは間違いない。指輪もここにあるのね。そのはず。
We plotted a route on the map using the photos to confirm what the area of the ship looked like now.
こっちの扉が開けるなら近いんだけど。
Based on this phone, we could probably squeeze through this hole in the hull, which will get us here. And if we take this corridor, Emily,
あ、ごめんなさい。
is something wrong? You're really out of it today.
そんなことないわ。 私はいつだって絶好調よ。秋っぽい性格してるからもうダイビングや幽霊船探しにも飽きちゃったのかも。
This is just literally Persona at this point, a song.
そんな性格してないもん。以上。
Okay, chill out.
あんたたちいつまで遊んでんだい。店開ける準備しな。
Dang, calling us bums is crazy. At the grandma's announcement, we cleared away our things and got ready to open the cafe. God dang. Out here calling us bums is crazy. Oh shit, never mind. I'm not gonna lie, okay, looking back and forth to the previous stream, it is kind of going the same way, but yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's different. It is going different a bit.
お二人様ですね。こちらのテーブルへどうぞ。
Now I see. Once her shift started, Emily easily slipped back into her cheerful work persona. This month we had a lot of new customers, whether it was thanks to the poster girls or our store closing notice, I couldn't be sure. Even Grandma had admitted she couldn't keep up on her own, and that finally allowed me to help out in the kitchen.
季節の煮魚定食2つ、それから食後にコーヒー2つ。
はいよ、刺身定食できてるよ。
はーい。
Dang. Checkpoints.
別にいつも通りに見えるかな。
いや、元気ないって。ほ
Wow,
ら、
she's
よく見て。
hard working.
いつもと変わらず美の女神のようなお方だ。
俺にはいつもと同じに見える。
いや、全然違うし。
お前エミリーちゃんのことよく見てんな。
She got this in the bag.
口ではなんと言おうと気にかけているのだな、クワネよ。違うわよ。あの子がわがまま言い出すと周りが迷惑するから監視してるだけで。ねえ、ヒロキ。
I don't know. I mean, she could be a headstrong, but I wouldn't call her
じ
selfish.
ゃなくて落ち込んでるって話。
Yeah, I think she is too.
ほら。
じゃあ励ましてやれよヒロ。
こういう時こそ彼氏の出番です、ヒロ兄。
I'm not her boyfriend.
彼氏でしょう。誰がどう見ても事実婚みたいなものよ。
Man, how did we get onto this subject?
デートにでも誘ってやれよヒロ。
A date, huh? I never really been on one though. I wouldn't know where to
我
start.
がグアネとよくしていたではないですか。
Oh, those were those dates?
断じて違う。照れるな、グアネ。照れてんじゃない。海で人で捕まえたり山で昆虫捕まえたりするのが私の初デートなはずがない。
She had finally drawn the line.
ねえ、そこのあなたたち。
Emily appeared, her expression annoyed.
忙しいんだからおしゃべりしてないで働いてくださらないかしら。
Sorry, Emily. It's all Jesus' fault.
あ、汚い。ねえ、いらっしゃいませ。
Shit. Hey, Emily.
何？
Are you doing all right?
絶好調よ。
She answered as she struck a lively pose. Chisa was right. The smile didn't quite reach her eyes. Hey, can I talk to you after we close up today?
うん、わかった。 お疲れ様でした。
お疲れさん。気をつけて帰るんだよ。
Aaron went quietly back into the house.
じゃあね、エミリー。おやすみ。ひろき、
I know.
ちゃんと誘うのよ。いいわね。
What? I know. Now get out of here. She says exit was all too
ね
unnatural.
え、ヒロくん、お話って何？
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay,
何もじもじしてるの？
are you free tomorrow?
暇よ。だから泳ぎに行こうと思ってたの。スクーバは上達したけど、泳ぐのは下手っぴなまんまなのよね。
I was thinking if you like, we could go somewhere together. Just the two of us.
いいけど、どこに行くの？
Oh well. I hadn't thought this far ahead. I didn't even know where people went for dates around here. The mountains, some old battlefields, the beach. No, we always go there. I don't think you've been to the Hajima though. None of those are really date-like though. All the nice places around here were usually tourist traps. That wasn't a bad thing, but
私からリクエストしていいかな？
yeah, absolutely. Just name up the place. That would save me a whole lot of trouble.
じゃあ、明日一日ヒロくんと一緒に過ごしたい。
That was part of the plan. But where should we go? She shook her head.
別にどこにも行きたくないわ。
What do you mean?
だから。
Emily looked like she was struggling with something she didn't want to say out loud.
ヒロ君と一緒に過ごしたいの。一日ずっと一緒にいたい。場所なんてどこでもいいわ。
Oh, okay.
バカ、知らない。
Blushing to her ears, Emily rushed back into the house. Wait up! That's a yes, right? I'll see you tomorrow.
なんだ。
Ah, now she's just blushing. Emily pouted and went upstairs. As I watched her go, my pulse began to race. Girls, man. Sometime early the next day.
あれはもしやヒロニーヌのでは？ほんとだ。
Crap.
何やってんのヒロキ？
Isn't it obvious?
わかんない。無理に答えるとしたら、店の厨房で朝ごはん作って食べようと思ったら、なぜか追い出されて、スーパーで買ったおにぎりをここでわびしく一人で食べている？
What? Yep, bingo.
ってことはするんだ、デート。
How exactly are those two connected?
だってエミリーが厨房を使ってたってことでしょ？
She just stood up next to me and nudged me with her elbow.
よかったじゃん。楽しみだね、手作りのお弁当。
Dang. Now that you mentioned it, that kind of makes sense. Well, shucks. Never that face palmy, but when we need it. Oh, man. Well, dang it, you need to charge your phone. Looks like you're swapping the audio to laptop. You'll still be here since your laptop for the chat. Okay. Copy. Bruh. Sneakies.
だと思うよ。知らないけど。
Yeah, I knew it. Then again, if that theory is wrong, I'd really suck. So I'll try not to get my hopes
金
up.
髪のお姉様が手料理をお作りに。いいなぁ。ちなみに食べたいのです。
She's high. Look at this. She's all hyped up.
ダメに決まってんでしょうが。 なぜグアネが我が行動を規制する？一体何の権限があってのことか。権限じゃなく忠告よ。あんた一日中お邪魔虫扱いされたいの？それは嫌だ。じゃあ家でおとなしくネットでもやってなさい。好きでしょ、クーラーの効いた部屋。あとポテチと冷えたコーラがあれば主役。ヒロに後で感想を聞かせてください。
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll be better than breakfast. I scarfed down the rest of my rice ball. She must be done with the kitchen by now. So I have to risk it and head back for some last-minute grooming. I brushed my teeth and ran a comb through my hair, changed my clothes, then I sat down with an iced coffee and waited. We were supposed to meet up at 9 a.m., which was 1 minute ago. Dang, so early for a date? Golly. Hey, that's better than nothing.
どうしようどうしよう、髪がうまくまとまんない。こんなところに小さなミッキーが。こそ見たからだわ。
Oh no.
いつものでいいかな。
Oh man.
時間になっちゃった。どうしようどうしよう。
Oh no. From my chair, I could clearly hear Emily's running around in a frenzy. Yeah, she about to go crazy. Some girls sure have it tough. I was glad I at least made an effort to get my hair looking nice. All I could do now was wait. Which is what I did for another 15 minutes, so like 9:15.
お待たせ。
Eh? I almost nodded off in shade, but a voice jolted me awake again.
ごめんなさい、遅れてしまって。
Still the same style? I was expecting something different, I'm not gonna hold you. Emily nervously twirled a strand of hair around her finger. No, it's fine. Perfect timing, actually. I just got here myself. Okay, so that was just a lie, but I didn't want to make her feel bad.
何？
Hard to believe she'd been panicking for a few minutes earlier. Not a single strand of hair was out of place. She looked stunning. Girls sure are amazing. Maybe today I get a chance to see if there was any truth in the sweet-talking techniques my grandpa had been so fond of. Wanna get going?
え？
I guess that's one of them, right?
それそれ。
Crack. Oh, you got me.
やったわね。それ。
Whoa, okay, now it's my turn. I'll catch you back. Our first stop after leaving the cafe was Aurora Beach. We changed to our swimsuits, did a couple of warm-ups exercises, and jumped into the sea together. Emily threw off the clothes she'd taken so much trouble over, and her carefully styled hair got drenched to in no time. The whole transformation from date-ready Emily to saltwater soaked Emily only took about 10 minutes. I didn't know why she'd taken all that time getting ready if she knew we'd be going swimming. It was pre-date excitement. Was it pre-date excitement?
気持ちいい。
Let me read this. At least it makes a logical point. Shinami would be a bit out of place tagging along, honestly. And plus, she would try to like question like who that mysterious guy would be that time if she ever sees it. And Emily's freaking out over it, looking nice rather than simply presentable. I thought she might have a different hairstyle, but it's the same thing I'm looking at right now. I'm like, bruh, that was like a disappointment. Yeah, it's been a while since we went to the beach just for fun.
ほんとね。
Lately, we've been so absorbed learning about wreck diving. Our trips to the sea have been all scuba all the time. Of course, diving's fun too, and it helped to improve Emily's skills. But taking some time off to kick back was a welcome change. Luckily for both of us, Emily was a fast learner. It wasn't like she was completely unathletic. It was mostly her fear of the ocean had held her back from learning to swim before. Now that she was more used to it, she was coming along in leaps and bounds. The core training from her ballet lessons probably helped her with the scuba diving. Now that she reached this stage, she could afford to take a break and enjoy it herself.
それそれ。
Oh, time out. I need a moment.
逃がさないわよ。それ。
Wait, I give.
私の勝ち。やっぱり海での私は無敵ね。
Aw, man. Don't gotta tell me twice. Close by, I could hear a group of 3 girls gossiping about how cute Emily looked. People passing by kept looking at her too. Nothing and no one was more stunning than Emily in her swimsuit, and it sure felt good that I was the one out on the date with her.
何見てるの？どこか変？
Emily followed my gaze down to her waist. No, not wrong. More like the opposite.
どころか？
I forgot I said that. She must have worked out what I meant because her face started to get red.
ヒロ君のエッチエッチエッチエッチエッチ！
Dang it! Dagnabbit! Dagnabbit, Chad, she called us. She called us Chad. Oh my gosh. Whoa, hey, hold on. I'm sorry, I surrendered.
ダメ！許さない！エッチ！
That's crazy. You can't be serious. There's no way. I have to have some mercy. Oh my gosh. Yo. Caught me just looking at one thing. I succumbed to her vicious onslaught attacks and sank beneath the waves.
いっぱい遊んで疲れた。
After spending a long while in the water, Emily finally came to rest on the beach blanket. I'm starved. Must be lunch by now, right? All around us, people had already started their picnics. Are you hungry? Want to head back to the cafe?
あのね。実はお弁当を作ってきたの。
Wow, really? This was the moment I had been waiting for. I did my best to hide my excitement and look, surprise.
今朝お店の厨房を使わせてもらって。
Emily opened up her bag and took out a container wrap and a sheet with cold packs.
ヒロ君の方が上手だし、私
Wait, cold packs to keep it cool?
お料理下手っぴだって分かってるけど。やっぱりやめましょう。
Emily hastily shoved the container bag into her bag. No, wait! You gotta at least let me try it.
きっと美味しくないわ。ヒロ君、プロを目指している人でしょ。
Cooking isn't about status, it's about heart.
それについては負ける気はないけど。
And trembling, Emily slowly unwrapped the container she brought along. She placed it on the blanket and opened the lid. Wow, this looks great! And I meant it too. It was a lot better than what I expect. The food was beautifully arranged and each color complemented the other. To be honest, as much as I've been looking forward to this, I'd also been dreading it a little. I don't know what I have done in face with something terrible, considering Emily's lack of skill and patience. Of course, I have been happy with anything she made, but she should have seen through any insincere praise I might have come up with.
本当にお世辞じゃなくて
I'm serious.
ヒロ君そういう時絶対本当のことを言いそうにないからな
Yeah, that embarrassment really hit her, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It really hit her like hard. And Emily freaking out over looks. Oh, I read that. Is that what she thought of me? Can I try some?
どうぞ
Thanks, here goes. Oh boy. Emily.
何かしら
It's a little hard to eat with you staring at me like that. Her eyes were boring into me, watching for any subtle changes in my expression. I could barely concentrate on the
作
food.
ってきてあげたんだから見る権利くらいあると思うんだけど分かったわ
Reluctantly, Emily gave me some space. Okay, let's try this again. I picked up a piece of the omelet as it was one of my favorite foods. It seemed like it's a good enough place to start. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me chop down on this.
どうかしら
It's good.
本当リアクション薄くない
If I went over the top, you probably just accused me of lying.
そんなことしないわでどこがどう美味しい食感は塩加減はどう
Too much salt? What? I'm no food critic, you know.
それもそうねじゃあいいわ美味しいってことで納得しておく
I really mean it, though. Tastes just like how my mom makes them. A simple omelet with no extra flavoring. And that was just fine. Something simple was the best. Let's see what's next. I moved my chopsticks towards a piece of crispy fried chicken. We got KFC?
どうかしらヒロ君
Tastes like my grandmother's chicken. The way the flavors in the meat are blended together, the end of sugar. Yep, this is grandmom's recipe.
すごい分かっちゃうんだ
Well, it's a flavor I'm pretty familiar with.
実はおばあ様に手伝っていただいたの私お料理はあまりしたことがなくて家でママの手伝いを時々してたくらい
You did a great job. Grandma's chicken is always delicious, hot or cold. It brings back all kinds of memories. Grandma hadn't made meat a thing to eat since my unwelcome arrival earlier this summer. Still, she let me use her food in the kitchen, so I couldn't complain. I guess you could say her food is what helped me decide.
料理人になりたいっていう夢な
I nodded. That was the case. When I was little, I was a really picky eater. I pretty much just ate burgers every day.
ヒロ君が意外
Dude, that's crazy. Eating burgers every day, come to think of it, it just reminds me of whatchamacall. Like Peter trying to eat 30 burgers, then he got a stroke. I'm surprised Hiroki didn't get that. Grandma had a real hard time with me when I was first visiting Orosawa, but when she finally won me over with her fried chicken, my mom wasn't that good at cooking, especially fried foods. She would worry about undercooked meat, but then fry it for too long, it was always too greasy for me to handle. But Grandma's was different. Crunchy on the outside, juicy on the inside. The chicken was perfect. That's when I realized there's a lot of tasty foods out there. From that day on, I ate anything Grandma cooked for me.
それで食べるのが好きになったのねでもそれで料理人目指しちゃうなんてなんだか可愛い
It was just amazing how giving someone a delicious meal can open their eyes to a whole new world.
まだ知らない新し しい世界。
Isn't that how you felt when you tried fish before?
そういえばそうだったわ。この世界に私の知らない美味しいものがまだあったんだってなった。
I love watching people enjoy the food I make. It's the best feeling in the world. Emily nodded thoughtfully as she nibbled on some chicken.
美味しい。自分で作った料理が美味しいなんて、これはこれでまだ知らなかった新しい世界だわ。
Is it different from what you're used to? What does your mom make at home?
あんまり料理は作ってくれないかな。
Oh, what do you do for dinner and
うち
stuff?
に来てたお手伝いさんが作ってくれてた。
Aha, so she is a rich girl.
でも時々思い出したように作ってくれる料理はとても美味しかったわ。
You may be back, Sneaky? Alright, have a good day, Sneaky. I mean, I know it's the daytime for you over there in Taiwan, since it's still nighttime for me at the moment. You have this van yourself, but never played it, due to your van collecting being unnecessarily large. Oh my goodness. I thought you would probably play this game, but dang. I know you haven't played it yet. Well, actually, in fact, I do have a few games. I say at least like 3 or 4 that did not even, well, not 3 or 4, at least 3 games that did not even touch. I forgot the names of them.
ステーキを焼くの。炭火で藁を混ぜて燻製みたいな香りをつけて。
That did sound good. She really knows her stuff.
ママのパパはアメリカで牧場をやってるから、ステーキの味が日本でいうプロの味なんだって。
I was a little jealous. Sounds like you and your mom are really
どう
close.
して？
It's obvious when you start talking about her. All of his emotions showed plainly on her face.
大好きよ。
I bet she really is pretty. Do you take after her?
よく言われる。パパとは全然似てないねって。
Sounds like they like teasing your dad. We had a quiet lunch, laughing and joking with one another. Oh man. Man, that was good. Compliments to chefs. After we finished lunch, we decided to relax on the sand for a little while longer before heading back to the water. Next to me, Emily started putting on sunscreen. She made sure to apply it every day ever since she was warned about the dangers of serious sunburn this time of the year.
届かない。
What is it, your back?
いつも困るのよね。
Yeah, I knew
あ
it.
んまり濡れなくて時差がいたらと思うんだけど。
Emily looked at me, her eyes seemingly bright with an idea.
ねえ、ヒロ君、
Nope.
まだ何も言ってないよ。
Fine, go
日
ahead.
焼け止めを塗ってくれない？
I don't know.
何？嫌なの？どうして？
You know then you'd have to,
いいじゃない。日焼け止めを塗るだけよ。ヒロ君が変なことさえ考えなければ。
How could I not overthink it? What did she think I was, a monk? Fine, I suppose it's the least I could do that after that delicious lunch. We're gonna be rubbing her back, Chad. We rubbing that back. We are rubbing it. Yo.
最初から素直にそう言えばいいの。
She replied with a haughty laugh as she lay down on the sand. Well, here we go. I suppose we could. Oh, whoa. Yo. The sight of Emily and her swimsuit was nothing new, but getting up close and personal like this was a little different. Was a different story. Her skin was a slick with sweat and glistening in the sunshine.
これ邪魔ね。
Emily untied her straps of her bikini. Wow. Oh god. Hey, what's up, Savage? Yo, what it do, bro? Just playing some of this game today. Emily didn't seem to mind as long as the front wasn't seen, but that wasn't the case for me. From my point of view, I had an enticing view of Emily's breast pushed out to the side.
何してるの？
Sorry, I'll get right to it. Oh, God. Whoa, what are you looking at? Something pretty hot. You know, something really, really hot, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Well, at least it's a logical request than just an excuse. I mean, if it were to be an excuse, that'd be a whole different story at this point. I'd be like, are you really for real about this? What the? He's embarrassed. The creamy liquid spread across her back, slowly seeping into her skin. I kept my eyes and my train on the lotion. I applied as looking anywhere else could have adverse effect. Based on Emily's voice, it seemed like she was enjoying this.
マッサージされてるみたい。そう、そこ。それいいわ。
Yeah, but this isn't supposed to be a massage.
いいじゃない。ケチケチしないでよ。そこの脇腹のところ、もうちょっと丁寧に揉みほぐしてちょうだい。
Here?
そうそう。いいわ。
Given her upbringing, it was no surprise that Emily gave off a somewhat regal kind of aura. Regal kind, huh? Without even noticing it, I had started following her orders like a servant would for a queen. It felt like the most natural thing in the world, and that was probably the weirdest part about the whole scenario. And my hands moved over her back, and it took monumental amount of self-restraint to keep them from straying off, of course. But no matter what I did, my eyes continued drifting towards her chest. They look so soft, man. I know that sounds crazy for how I'm saying, but still. They look soft, Chad. They look soft.
何か言った？
No, it was nothing. I averted my eyes and went back to rubbing. Don't overthink it. She lays like anyone could even focus in a situation like this. If I had that kind of self-control, I would have already reached enlightenment by now. I try occupying my thoughts with ideas for new recipes and nothing else.
いい気分。ねえ、足も塗ってよ。
You can reach them yourself, can't you?
いいじゃない。お願い。後でヒロ君にもしてあげるから。
Men, we are simple creatures. The recipe in my head blew away like dust and then when replaced instead with a surging desire. I ended up covering Emily's legs, arms, and neck in sunscreen. There, all done. Emily?
ただ気持ちよくて寝ちゃってた。ヒロ君すごく上手なんだもん。
Oh man. If I had known that, I would have tried put it on some other places too.
何か言った？
Nothing at all, my lady.
よし。じゃあ交代よ。今度はヒロ君の番ね。
Crap. This time Emily would be putting sunscreen on my back.
寝そべって。早く。
Yeah, I got it. Wow, you're really into this.
なんか変な気分。
Emily licked her lips and gave an alluring smile. She began rubbing the lotion, starting with my shoulders and working down.
ヒロ君って結構たくましいよね。スポーツしてるの？
Well, I am on my school's basketball team.
筋肉の筋が見える。面白い。
Sheesh. That's a real roundabout excuse for a massage. She could have just asked directly. She could have done that instead. But this is what she chose. It sounded like she was having fun with this. But those hands were dangerous. I was certain that Emily didn't see it that way. But even so, her massage felt really good. That's good. No, this is bad. What the heck? Yeah, what the heck, Chad? This is bad. Really bad. I have potential disaster on my hands.
面白い。男の子の体ってやっぱり女の子と違うのね。
Fuck! I'm already cooked. Yeah, you have no idea.
どうしたの？さっきから何か変よ。
I'm fine, don't worry. She really was too sweat and innocent for this cruel world. That thought calmed me enough so that I could relax a little and surrender myself to her touch.
じゃあ次は前ね。反対向いて。
Crap. Huh? Front?
全身塗ってあげるわ。だからほら、こっちを向いて。
I can't right now.
どうして？
I just can't.
いいから、こっちを向きなさい。
No, I'm sorry, I can't. It's impossible, like...
もう、ヒロ君、それじゃ塗れないじゃない。
Emily tried to force me onto my back. No, stop, please.
いいじゃない。
No.
拒否する理由がわからないわ。
Yeah, but the Greg. Yeah, I don't want to be flipped over. I've been skipping practice lately. My stomach is really flabby.
いいわよ、そのくらい。いいからこっち向け。
Crap. She only became more and more insistent. Digging her hands into the sand underneath me, Emily was going to try to flip me over like a pancake. It was no good. I couldn't keep this up. I scrambled to my feet and made a mad dash for the water.
ヒロ君？
I'm just going for a dip. Be back soon. Bye. Emily simply watched as my figure disappeared into the surf.
男の子ってよくわからないわ。
Fuck. Ew. The sun slowly sank below the western horizon. Emily and I walked hand in hand directly across the beach, and then the sand dyed a brilliant orange in the evening light. After spending the whole day together, we finally run out of things to say. And that wasn't necessarily why we were both so quiet. It was a comfortable silence. We didn't need a conversation topic to feel comfortable around one another. Emily paused by the edge of the water. As she watched advancing waves wash back, and from over the bare feet, her expression grew melancholy. What's wrong?
別に。
She kicked at the waves that came in.
今日一日すごく楽しかったなって。
Me too.
楽しすぎて終わっちゃうのが寂しいの。こういうのって子供っぽいかしら。
Quite the view in the background. Shame it's sundown rather than dead of night. Oh, we're gonna get there. Maybe we're still on the beach for this long.
それって私が子供っぽいって言ってるのと同じじゃないかしら。
She looked at me with a disappointed expression.
もうすぐ夏休みだもん。そしたらヒロ君と千里もこの仕事も。
You've been sighing a lot lately. Is that what you've been on your mind? She's nodded silently. It's not like this is really the end, though. If we were to find that ring, I'm sure we can get your parents to sit back together, then you can stay in Japan. We would both have to go back home at this end of summer. But even if we were apart, at least we'd be in the same
お
country.
弁当を作っている時にね。 おばあ様が話してくれたの。恋こそ人生最高のアドベンチャーだって。私ヒロ君のことが好き。
She cast her eyes down as if she was afraid of what might come next. I gently stroked her hair and responded, I love you too, Emily.
ヒロ君。
Emily. As Emily suddenly backed away from me. Emily?
違うの。そうじゃないの。そうじゃなくて、恥ずかしくて気持ちが通じ合ってたんだなって思うと、
Oh man.
今までのこととか今日一日のこととかいっぱいヒロ君に甘えて恥ずかしいこともいっぱいしちゃってたなって。
While I was trying to think of something to say, she shuffled back to me and still avoiding eye contact and took my hand. I gave her a hand reassuring squeeze and then moved to stand in front of her. I brushed some of her hair aside, then looked down into her eyes. Man, she looks pretty big from this angle. I mean, her whole head, if not equivalent to the MC's head. I moved in close and pressed her lips to mine. It was my first kiss, but it felt so natural. I was doing it before I had any chance to worry about anything. Emily made no attempt to push me away. Her lips were so soft and warm, so who would have thought that such a simple thing would fill me with so much happiness? The setting sun illuminated the world around us.
ヒロ君、
Emily?
ちょっと。
I had started to move away, but Emily closed the distance between us again. She want more, chat. Gotta give her some more. Apart from the basic idea, I don't think either of us really knew what we were doing. It was a clumsy, immature kind of kiss. When we finally parted, Emily's blue eyes were damp with tears. That was some kiss, huh?
ちょっと待ってた。
You okay, Emily?
大丈夫よ。すごく素敵なキスだった。初めてだった。
Same here.
そうや。初めてにしては大すぎたわ。
It's true though. I guess I was inspired to do my best for you. Emily blushed as she bashfully looked away. Although she was too shy to look at me, she squeezed my hand reassuringly.
そろそろ帰らなきゃいけない時間ね。
Yeah, you're right.
明日からまたよろしくね。
Yeah, me too.
もうダメ。
This
恥ずかしさに耐えられない。
Man, this is gonna be so epic. Emily?
顔が熱いから飲み物飲んでくる。
She rushed off towards the vending area. So I don't think she's mad at me. I stood there thinking about how her lips felt against mine. I really don't get girls, man. She don't get guys, and I don't get girls, like, understanding, in terms of understanding and such. Dang, I guess we're both meant for each other at that point. If we don't understand each other, then soon we just understand each other later on. I guess that really does. Yeah. I think it was fair to say that our date was a success. comparing this day to the Chisa date, it's like this day is good than the Chisa day because Chisa was just being more of a Tsundere more in that date, but at least she managed to get through with it compared to this date over here. Oh god. I mean, her heavy equipment on the back was out the shallows and onto the beach and set her swimming down with a sigh. I follow
お
suit.
疲れさ。どうだった？
I think I got some good shots of the interior. I held up my camera triumphantly.
エミリーはもう大丈夫そう？
She'll be fine. Her neutral buoyancy is even better than mine.
あの程度クラシックバレエに比べたら楽勝よ。沈船の周囲には予測できない海流が発生する場合があるから油断するんじゃないわよ。分かってる。
Let me pull off her top half of her wetsuit. Bro, I swear, this is literally like most of the dialogue is like the same as some other dialogues are just different from the last stream I did. Yeah, this is literally just. If it's like a mix, there should be the option where you can just simply skip it like that. That should be the option. When I first met her, I couldn't have imagined I'd seen her in the diving gear, but now I thought it suited her quite well. We should get this film developed as soon as we can, so how about we call it a day?
そうね。そうしましょう。
Alright. We all started packing for the return trip.
そうよ。パパとママの幻の婚約指輪。パパがそれを最後にどこに置いたか教えてほしいの。パパにその時の気持ちを思い出してほしい。そうしたらママもまたパパと暮らそうって思ってくれるはずでしょ。バカじゃない。それに無駄でもない。パパも本当はママのことまだ愛してるはずだもん。ママもでしょ。
Emily had borrowed Chisa's smartphone to talk to her mother. Her own phone was out of commission since she tossed it into the ocean on the ferry coming over here. That's still ridiculous how she just threw her phone in the ocean. I'm not at the beginning of this story, back in the first episode, but that's really dumb. Like seriously. Funny part is that in one title you're reading, you can fast forward through the text you read in the previous playthrough / session. Wait, which one? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna hit that save real quick.
セーブ完了なのです。
Nah, it might be in the system. Hold on, let me see. Cursor. Okay, auto skip icon is on. Yeah, all that stuff is on. What the heck? Oh crap. I just hit the escape key by mistake. I ain't mean like that, Chad. Okay, yeah, everything's all on. That's okay. I guess it's just a whole new dialogue, so okay. Incidentally, Emily had recently expressed regret in doing that, but it wasn't because life was less convenient with our phone. She would say, "I can't believe I was so quick to pollute the beautiful ocean." She was really hard on her past self. Chisa and I didn't want to intrude, so we sat at the table and focused on the photos we had just developed.
愛してるわ、ママ。
Instead of the to be Sabbath of the Witch. Oh, that game. Yeah, some of these VNs do have options where you can skip it. Yeah, I went through some of them before. But still, this is just a whole new one, so I'm just going through all of this. Mix of old ones in here. Emily hung up looking dejected.
分かった？船室に備え付けられていた机の左の引き出しに入ってるはずだって。上出来。
She's found a photo of Des in one of the old pamphlets used when the ghost ship was still a commercial yacht. Did your mom say anything else?
別にバカな真似はやめなさい。そんなことしても意味ないって。
Come on.
それからすぐにアメリカから迎えに来るって。私を無理にでも連れて帰るつもりよ。そうはさせないんだから。写真の方はどうだった？
Yeah, they came out great. During today's trip, we managed to capture some details of the ship's interior through the hole in the hull.
こんな風になってたんだ。思ったより狭いわね。
I'm pretty sure we'll have enough space in this area, but past it, things might get tricky. That was our plan so far. Since we could only dive for a limited amount of time, processing all the details around us under pressure wasn't easy. That was where the camera came in. We photographed everything we could, then reviewed the pictures so we have a better idea for the next dive. By using the camera on these little reconnaissance trips, we hope to slowly work our way into the depths of the shipwreck. It wasn't much of a plan, but there was no harm in being cautious. Plus, it proved opportunities for me and Emily to improve our diving skills.
いよいよ明日は船内ね。
Hope we can make it for as far as the cabin your parents were in.
そうしたら明日で全部終わるかも。
She's had been focused on her smartphone since Emily had handed it back, but suddenly her face lost all color.
大変だ。何が大変なの？ママとは通話アプリを使ってから電話料金がかかってないはずよ。違うこれよ。
She showed us her screen.
台風情報また来るんだ。
What a crap timing. I guess we'll have to call it off the salvage until it passes.
そうね。じゃなくて。
Well, what's the big deal? Typhoons blow over us all the time. She's leaning forward on the table, her hands clenched in frustration.
台風が来たら幽霊船がまたどっか行っちゃう。
What? I hadn't thought of that. When will the typhoon
3
hit?
日後。
Crap.
それまでにサルベージしないと。
We could end up losing the ghost ship. Fuck! Dang. The next morning, our plan had been to give Emily time to get better at diving and to explore for as long as our limited time would allow. But the incoming typhoon meant we would have to kick things up a notch.
これで全部か。
Ryu helped us to pack the scuba gear into his outrigger.
ありがとう、りょうちゃん。
いよいよ挑むんだな、幽霊船に。
Yes, sooner than I hoped, but the typhoon on our forced our hand.
無理すんなよ。
I know.
慎重に行くわ。海は怖い場所だもん。特に近い海は。
Oh man. Ogres are like onions, but they don't stink like them.
まあ大丈夫よ。エミリーのスクーバのスキルはとっくに初心者レベルじゃないし。
マジかよ。この間まで泳げなかったんだろ。
不思議よね。
Emily looked off to the distance.
私ね、小笠原の海に出会ってこう思ったの。帰ってきたんだ。私はエミリ、海の恵み。海は私の第三の故郷なのよ。
The waves crashed gently against the sand.
すぐ調子に乗る。 やっぱ危ないんじゃないこの子。そんなことないもん。海への愛とイフは常に裏表なのよ。いいな、楽しそう。
Shinami had been standing at Ryo's side watching us get ready.
あなたも来る？めくるめく冒険の旅へ。結構です。あと5分以上日差しにさらされると干からびて塩になってしまうので。なのでそろそろ行くといいですよ。チナはエアコンの効いた涼しい部屋でネットの海にダイブします。
The World Wide Web.
勝手に見送りに来ておいてなんつう言い草だ。
Uninvited.
エミリーお姉様、どうかお気をつけて。グアネよ、2人をしっかり護衛するのだぞ。誰がグアネだ。そろそろお姉ちゃんと呼ばないとげんこつ食らわすよ。
Fizz.
暴力で誰かを支配できると思っているところが愚かなのだ、我が姉よ。マジで殴りたくなってきたわ。
She gonna just like power up and then punch her in the stomach. That's crazy. I mean, she just really hates being embarrassed like that by her little sister. But anyways, do we have everything we needed? We checked through our equipment one last time.
大丈夫よ。オッケー。
Alright then, it's time to head out.
行ってきまーす。行ってきます。
気をつけてな。
In other words, get on the internet on the computer in the air conditioned home. How Tsunami is like that. It's like me in that sense, just like you. So how's it going so far? It's going alright. So far we're just completing a different route of this game with the other female character. So that's what I'm going through right now. Since I already completed the main one.
暑い中見送りに来たんだから宝は山分けだぞグアネ。
Alright, here we go. We took the canoe to Minamajimi, then got ready for a dive. We put on all our gear, then did the buddy check.
エアーよし、ウェイトよし。
Alright, we were used to this routine by now. This dude Finn is back. Finn watched us from the water, eager for someone to jump in and play with him.
一応何かあったら助けが呼べるよう待機しとくけど、絶対無理しちゃダメよ。
We decided to have Chisa wait in some canoe directly above us in case of an emergency.
分かってる。やばそうなら引き返すから。
If we stick to the plan, everything should be fine. Before going in, we went over the plan one last time. We'll go in through the hole in the hole. If we turn right, we'll be in the corridor, so head for the third door on the right. That door will be our first real obstacle. If it opens, fine. If not, we could dive pretty well. But picking a location, picking a lock, or taking down a door was beyond our skill sets. If that door didn't open, the whole plan would be over before it had begun.
鎖落ちてくれてたらいいんだけどね。
Man, even though they're rusted, I wish there's like, I know this thing actually could exist, an underwater angle grinder.
ドアを開いたらまずヒロ君が入り口からニノコスで写真を撮る。
Or maybe an underwater chainsaw. But yeah, that kind of thing should actually exist. Seeing as today wouldn't be our last chance. Any photos we took today would give us a chance to study from the room if we didn't find the ring. Then Emily enters the cabin and opens the right drawer on the desk her mom described.
机はまだ残っているかしら。
Should be.
もしすぐ見つからない場合は無理をしないこと。下手に触ると狭い空間に堆積物を巻き上げて何も見えなくなるわよ。了解。
No matter what happens, we won't panic. That would only make things worse. Emily and I nodded to one
守
another.
備よく見つけた場合も そうじゃない場合も速やかに撤収。
No more park for you? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about that, Sid. Dang. No more park for you again. Shoot. Don't worry, you got Peach Girl and me here in clutch, if anything.
幽霊船を出たらあとは通常の手順に浮上する。出るときも入るとき同様、タンクやオクトパスを引っ掛けないよう注意すること。タンクやオクトパスを引っ掛けない。
Emily repeated the procedures and warnings to herself as diving in confined spaces requires a lot more caution than usual. We wanted to avoid getting caught by anything at all costs. Those kind of accidents could easily lead to panic and disorientation. I guess we should get going. Emily nodded, the atmosphere more tense than usual. We turned to face each other, hands on each other's shoulders, then we made our way into the water. Just relax. Even if you're not, if you are at the bottom of the ocean, you won't be alone.
頼りにしてるわ、相棒。
Finn set us off with an encouraging squeak.
一応私もいますからね。
I was glad we had the two of them on our side. The water line was already above our waist. We let go of one another and put our fins. It was time to dive. It was a typical Orishar summer. The sun was out with us, no sign of any clouds. Visibility would be a good day. Good today. Emily and I made eye contact. We couldn't ask for better weather.
幽霊船がよく見えるわ。
The ghost ship was clearly visible, lying slightly tilted on the seafloor. The dark shadow among all the colorful fish and coral that looked like some gigantic monster nursing a fatal injury.
あいつの中に入るのね。
We were swimming right into the belly of that shadowy beast. The dangers before us was palpable. I squeezed Emily's hand. I'm here with you. We're buddies, okay?
ありがとう、ヒロ君。
You realize you're still here, Frost? You chicken nugget player? Our hand signals expressed something along those lines as we slowly sank deeper and deeper. Emily stopped for a moment and pinched her nose through her mask. She was used to equalizing pressure at this point, though the rate of equalization varied from person to person. In her case, she had to do it fairly often. Finn the dolphin is here. Finn was doing laps around Emily to show off how much better he was at swimming.
あっち行ってて、性悪いルカ。挑発にはなりませんから。
She did her best to ignore the dolphin's taunts. You okay now?
いいわ。
We continue our descent. As we approached the seafloor, the blue ocean deepened all around us. The further we got from the sun, the less welcoming our surroundings appeared like some. No fish around today.
前はあんなにいたのに。
Like some underworld visited by roaming spirits. Oh god. Was the approaching typhoon already having an effect on the area? It was so quiet and around the ghost ship that I almost believed that it was
好
haunted.
都合ね。サルベージの邪魔になるものはなるべくいない方がいいもの。
Emily looked optimistic. I nodded. Before I knew it, we had researched the seafloor. Give me some light.
了解。
Emily shined her diving light at my hands while I checked over the camera. The brand was well known for its underwater usability. It was sturdy enough to function in deep water without leaking, but was also really easy to use. Even with gloves on, I could reach buttons easily without losing my grip. I adjusted the focus of the camera. I'm setting the focus for 1.5 meters. The lack of light underwater played tricks with your eyes, but this distance have been the most reliable so far.
いい
Yeah, I'm fine.
行ってくるわ、昭和ルールか。私たちに何かあったら、チサに知らせてね。
Leaving the warrior Finn behind, we carefully made our way through the gaping hole in the ship. Oh man, here we go. Oh man. Oh man. Switch on your light. Enemies dive like cut through the darkness. All around us is tiny fish darting in and out of the sword corals covering the walls, tentacles swaying in the water like arms reaching out. Maybe it was just my nerves, but I was starting to think that we really had invaded the body of the living creature.
堆積物を巻き上げないよう慎重に。
The interior of the ship was covered in corroded remains of the ship, the decaying corpse of the other creatures and sand. Slightest movement would send it spiraling all around the room. We took our time as we moved through the ship's interior, using our fins as little as possible. Controlling your buoyancy was really important when correcting. Shipwrecks disrupt the normal currents, causing irregular currents to form, and we had to take care not to break form in these currents. Also, as a result, it was a lot more difficult to maintain proper balance if you propel yourself forward with the fins. If we did kick up some dust, Chizo's previous warning came to mind. In a small space like this, the dust will create a thick, impenetrable cloud that would take time to settle. If it's dust, like, you easily swipe it off underwater. Honestly. If that did happen, we should be stuck waiting for everything to calm down. With the bottom of us paying almost attention to our surroundings, we move further into the ship. We found ourselves in a hallway lined with cabin
大
doors.
凧が潜んでるとかはないみたい。
Emily shined her light down the hall. The way the light bounced down the hall, it felt like something nasty was lurking in the shadows. But it was just me being ridiculous. Look, there's an air pocket above us. There was a dent in the ceiling where some air had collected. If we were to get a trap with no air drawn here, it would be tempting sight. But it was most likely that the air wasn't safe to breathe. The uncirculated air had been in this ship for 16 years, so breathing in it could get us killed, get us sick, or at the very worst, get us killed. Here we are, door number 3. That's like having all these whatchamacall, what is it called? Dust, like dust bunnies and such. Whew. Oh man, my bad, excuse me. We finally arrived at our destination. In spite of the time we spent at the bottom of the sea, the door still looked pretty sturdy. I opened it, should be safe, but stayed back just in
分か
case.
った。
Emily backed away to watch from a safe distance. Before grabbing the handle, I checked for any harmful creatures that might have attached themselves to the door. I didn't want a handful of poison needles or something really equally unappealing. Here we go. I gave the door handle a strong tug, but even a bunch. Come on. Maybe there were some small organisms jammed into those hinges that were keeping the
ヒロ君、
door locked. Try pulling on again, harder this time. Crack. Mr. Crack. I didn't open, it came off right at the hinges. I moved quickly to keep the door from falling. I'm fine. I breathed a sigh of relief. I set the door to one side, but we still had to wait for all the other dirt and sand settled before we could move on. We should be okay to move on now.
ヒロ君、先にお願い。
Okay, sure. Just like the way. As Emily lit the room, I moved in to start taking pictures. Oh man. looks like there isn't a lot of damage. The cab was in better condition than I had expected. I guess 16 years isn't all that long for keeping the shipwreck. The door being kept closed all the time probably helped too. I took several more shots of the interior of the room.
どうしたの？ヒロ君？
I'm just surprised at how normal it all looks. There was no denying this place was a mess, but under all the decay and water damage, the cabin retained a weird life and look as if someone was still using it. I wasn't creeped out or anything. It was just a calming space, as if a small part of the previous residents had just stayed behind. Looks, there's some magazines and everything. That was a sorry not sorry moment. Your sweet friend Peach Girl next to you right now can take care of you away from the Roberto. And tomorrow, and your friend Peach and the girl are going to the park. Oh, nice. Hopefully this time you guys get with them the next day. They fall to the floor, but then again, so I had almost everything. Some parts have been torn away, but where the pages that were attacked, the colors are still look fresh, even though even the text was readable.
不思議。パパはなんでいたのかしら。
Probably. In a way, this shipwreck was like a giant time capsule, preserving life as it was 16 years ago. I'm done. You can go ahead. I let Emily have the room. Both of us couldn't fit inside at once, so I moved to the corridor to the light of her way as she explored the room. Don't rush, and don't rush to touch anything until you're sure it's
了
safe.
解。
Move her fins a little as possible. She swam into the old cabin. A desk, there it is.
あれだわ。
Wait a minute, if there... Hold on, there was a desk in just as the research had suggested. The drawer was there too. Emily switched on her dive light, then reached out for the new drawer. A little encouragement, it came way easy enough. Well. Oh man. She held up a tiny box. You better look inside. Hopefully the box wouldn't fall apart into her hands. Imagine if the ring was not in there the whole time, so they just wasted their time going down there for no reason. And it's in there. Oh man. A small glimmer of light could have been seen in the middle of the box, probably reflected from a gemstone in the ring or something. Alright, salvage successful. I didn't think it would go this smoothly, and while I was immediately filled with relief, I was a little disappointed. However, along with being very careful, we ended up falling behind schedule. Emily, we need to head back. Oh no. No! Yo, Chad, you see this? Yo! Her eyes! Yo, Chad! This is not good. Oh god. Emily? I thought she'd be over the moon at finding the ring, but her face looked frozen stiff. Emily, what's the matter? Emily was staring at the top of the desk. She was rooted to the spot, her gaze never wavered from that one fixed point. All of a sudden she started to sink. Pretty soon her fins had touched the floor. Oh, hell no! Emily, what are you doing? You're starting to sink. As Emily tried to right herself, the fin touching the floor kicked up the cloud of debris. No! Visibility inside the cabin took a nosedive. Emily started panicking. Emily, calm down. Crap. I grabbed her arms and tried to keep her from trashing around, but there was muddy water swirling all around us. Oh man. I grabbed Emily and pulled her towards the door. Emily, come on. Get a hold of yourself. Her face had gone pale, and she was shaking like a leaf. Damn, we need to get out of here. I dragged Emily back to the hole in the hall. It was a miracle neither of us snagged our cylinders or regulators, given the state of panic we're in. And I don't remember a lot of details, but somehow we made it back to the outside. The deep waters actually looked bright compared to the interior of the ghost ship. Emily, just stay with me, okay? She was barely conscious, her breathing ragged and irregular. Look at this dude. Finn, I'm glad to see you. Help me with Emily. Let's go.
帰ってきたって急浮上しすぎでしょ。ちょっとバカ、何やってんの。
She's,
どうしたの？何があった？
I don't know. Emily just started acting strange.
あんた急浮上しすぎ。
Never mind about me. We need to help Emily.
わかった。
Crack. She's a call to hospital. While she was doing that, I dived under again, and with Finn's help, we get Emily safely to the surface and into the canoe.
二人とも大事なくてよかったよ。
Sorry for all the trouble.
ちょっと、そういう水臭い言い方やめてよ。私もチームのメンバーでしょ。
Yeah, we were on our way back from the hospital. Ryu had been waiting on Omar Beach to drive us there. The doctor said that Emily's collapse wasn't caused by any kind of natural poison or by inhaling any harmful gas. Instead, she was seeing something that had caused her a lot of stress and fall into a state of shock. Throughout the examination, she didn't say a word. It was like she didn't really understand what was going on. On the bright side, neither of us had any symptoms of the decompression sickness. I was discharged, but they decided to keep Emily overnight. Always she showed signs of recovery from her lethargic state.
一体何を見つけちゃったんだろうね。
Beats me, she looked so happy when she found the ring. But right after that, she obviously found something else too.
指輪はどうしたの？
Well, Emily had to let go of the box ring. Let go of the ring box. But when I got the chance to look inside again, it was empty.
浮上する途中で落としちゃったか。
No way. No way. The ring fell. She's a lookout towards the ocean.
それはもう見つかりそうにないね。
That's GG's. That thing is gone. It's lost to the sea.
元気出しなよ、ひろき。二人とも無事だったんだからさ。
Yeah. Aw,
明
man.
日にはあの子も退院してくるんだし、そしたら何か美味しいものでも作ってあげて元気づけてやりなよ。
Good idea. Thanks, Shisa.
じゃあね、家帰ってお父さんたちに叱られてくる。
Oh, God. She's awake and left to face certain doom. There had been no serious accident, but it still looked bad for the diving shop. Shit, I'm gonna get it from Grandma too. That's no good. Guess she kept the shop closed. Of course she did. With all three staff members out and her legs in bad shape, there was no way she'd be able to open. She would probably be furious. I prepared myself for the worst and went inside. I'm back.
よう、おかえりボンクラ。
I'm your only grandson, you know.
孫だからってよしゃしないよ。
Grandma, I'm sorry.
何がだい？
You've heard about what happened, right?
別に私がどうこう言うことじゃないよ。
But you're really close family, so I thought you'd be furious at me for putting her in danger.
なんだい、叱ってほしいのかい？甘えるんじゃないよ。
Oh, that's not what I mean. Though, to be honest, it might have been ease my conscience a little if she had gotten mad at me. I knew I deserved it.
でもそうだね。一つ忠告だけしといてやろう。
Huh? Advice?
人生はアドベンチャー。危険なことも好きなだけやるといいさ。でもね、冒険していいのは危険を乗り越える勇気と覚悟を持つ者だけ。 それがないやつがやるのは冒険じゃない。ただはしゃいでるだけの大遊びさ。
That's another one of Grandpa's sayings.
ああ、そうだ。最高に生かした男の言葉だ。胸に刻んでおくんだね、クソガキ。
You're probably right.
それから、これは私からだ。
Oh no.
冒険で負うべきリスクってのは何も目に見えるものばかりじゃない。
What do you mean?
さあね、自分で考えな。
I probably wouldn't get anything else out of her.
さてと、風呂にでも入ろうかね。
Grandma went back into the house. Risks that aren't obvious. It sounded pretty profound, but it would take me a while to work out what Grandma had really been trying to tell me. Interesting. Oh man. Me. Emily was discharged from the hospital the next day. There were no concerns over her long-term symptoms, but she was still in shock and had locked herself up in her room.
大丈夫かしら、あの子。やはり外の世界は危険に満ちている。
なんか後味の悪い結末になっちまったな。
While the others talk around me, I looked through the recent developed
それ、
photos.
昨日の写真？
Yeah, they were all shots of the interior of the ghost ship.
これが幽霊船の中か。
This is what Emily had was looking at. There was a desk where she found the ring. Emily had looked at something placed on that desk, and whatever she had looked at, it had really freaked her out.
何かしらこれ？ノート？
Not sure. Was there anyone who would know what it was? There was Emily, of course, but apart from her, older man. Ah,
どうした？
I was coming out of my chair. I need to go check something out.
行くってどこによ？ひろき！
Crap, this dude ran. Hey, what's up, Demetrio? How you doing, bro? Hey, how you doing, man? The stream is going good tonight. We beat the first part of the game. Now we're on to this route right here. Well, there is such a thing as do the wrong thing for all the right reasons, vice versa. It's like do anything wrong, it's all for like the right reasons, you know, like that. I think that's what it is. I agree with that. Please, wait a sec. Crap. Okay, you're okay, but the internet connection is still bad? It's bad? What happened today? What, did the internet thing drop or something? Like, what even happened? The older man realized he couldn't outrun me. Stopped with his back to me as he tried to catch his breath. Sorry in advance if I'm wrong, but you're Emily's dad, aren't you? He didn't reply right away, but turned to face me.
そうです。白瀬修作と言います。
So that is her dad the whole time. That guy that I saw. No way. No way. I'm Hiroki
エミ
Mizuno.
リーに何かあったのですか？
No way. We had a small problem about diving yesterday. Nothing serious like decompression sickness, but she's gone into shock. Apparently it was brought on by something she saw down there. She hasn't been herself
何
since
を見たのですか？
this. As I handed him the photo, it showed their room from the ghost ship. In this particular shot, you could see items on the desk like a notebook. You know what's on that desk, don't you?
これをあの子が。いや、しかしまさかまだ残っているなんて。
What exactly is it?
手紙です。私が妻に宛てた。
Well, who would have thought? The Wi-Fi tower, which is a small one, is bent and soon to fall to the ground. Oh man. Man, you need like a whole new router at this point. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Demetrio. Damn, that whole connection, that thing, you're gonna need a whole new router. So that was one mystery solved. Was there anything in it that could have upset Emily?
妻へのプロポーズの手紙ですから、本来そのようなものではありません。ただ、一箇所。
The older man's face was clouded in regret. I guess he had thought his daughter would end up reading the letter some 16 years later at the bottom of the ocean. What was in that
あの子
letter?
はエミリーは私の実の娘ではないのです。
What?
私が妻と出会った時には、妻のお腹にはもうすでにあの子がいました。
So bro isn't really the dad then, this whole time.
私は手紙にこう書きました。君のお腹の子を僕の子として育てたいと。
That must be what Emily
おそ
saw.
らくは
Rekindling her parents' love for each other and bringing her family back together. That goal had brought Emily to Obersawa to search for the ghost ship. What a time to find out that the man who raised her wasn't her real father. Mr. Shiraz sat down on a nearby bench.
私は妻とこの島で出会いました。当時貧しかった私は海運業をしていた友人の手伝いをしていて、たまたま小笠原へ来ていました。今から16年前のことです。その時すでに彼女のお腹には子供がい
Almost 2
ました。
decades. When you think about it.
彼女は婚約者を亡くし、傷心を癒すために小笠原を訪れていました。イルカが好きだったので。
These islands were famous worldwide for dolphin watching.
彼女に恋し、一度は敗れた私でしたが、どうしても諦めきれず、再び小笠原を訪れた機会にプロポーズしました。
Oh man. Emily's mother must have stayed on the islands for quite some time. And even though he'd been wary and had left the island when it became back, he took another chance on love. Emily was looking at the ring when she found the letter. Mr. Shiraz nodded.
彼女のためになけなしの財産をはたいて用意した婚約指輪でした。
Must be a lot of fortune for that thing.
と言っても、当時の貧しい時代の話ですから、高価とは言えないものでしたが。
He sounded a little embarrassed. I guess he went through some hard times when he was
それ
younger.
に彼女の指にはめる前に海に沈んでしまいました。
Truly, as a technician will come to check it, but he will arrive on Wednesday. Oh, that's the next day. That's tomorrow. Well, if you're on Tuesday like me, so. The commercial yacht had run aground and eventually sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Since then, the ring has stayed undisturbed in that desk until Emily had found it. At least she said yes, right? There we go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
その後、私はがむしゃらに働きました。お金を貯め、事業を起こし、成功しました。家族の幸せのために。実際、結婚生活は幸せなものでした。
After hearing that, I couldn't help but ask, if you were so happy, why are you getting divorced now? What changed? Emily's dad looked slightly taken aback. He probably wasn't expecting me to ask so
ど
frankly.
うしてでしょうね。多分、私に自信がなかったからだと思います。
You lost faith.
愛
Faith?
されている自信、愛せている自信。家族のためと信じて打ち込んだ仕事でしたが、成功する頃には家庭は冷え切っていました。私は家族をほったらかしにする冷徹な仕事人間。気持ちに余裕がなくなり、ひどい言葉も吐きました。ギスギスした家庭から仕事に逃げ込むようになり、 余計に家族との溝が深まる悪循環に。
To explain the current situation with his family, it's hard to believe that things could have gone so wrong. But then again, no marriage was perfect. My parents had disagreements from time to time too. I guess living with someone, making a family with someone, spending so many years together wasn't as simple as it seemed.
あなたの作ってくれた朝食、美味しかったな。
Where did that come from?
16年ぶりに小笠原へ来て、この島ののんびりとした空気を吸って我に返った思いだ。思えば結婚してから今日までのんびりと朝食をとる暇もなかった。私は何をあんなにも必死になっていたんだろう。
It's not too late. You can all still sit around that table for a meal. I'm sure Emily would enjoy that. Shiraz shook his head sadly.
あるいは昨日までならそれもできたかもしれません。ですがあの子はもう私を許さないでしょう。
But I thought of Emily all alone in her room. I mean, she's all there by herself. And yet, coming to think of it, it's like he can't even go with her and eat together at this rate. It's just, he's like, he has to be distant at this point. That engagement ring was the whole reason she'd come to Okurosawa. For her, that ring was representing that one special item that had the potential to salvage everything she cared for. And when she had finally found the one thing that could have saved her family, it had vanished somewhere in the deep ocean. And now all she had was left was an even harsher
あの
reality.
子の滞在費などは全て私が出します。全て不自由なく過ごさせてやってください。
Sure, that was about the only thing I could say. And that was all I could do for her now. Oh man.
協力してほしい？いいけど何する気？
Alright, there's something I got. I need to get back to the ghost ship right now.
潜ってどうするのよ。
To find the ring, if she dropped it in the room, it should still be there.
無茶言わないで。エミリーなしじゃバディがいないじゃん。
I have one. I stared at Chisa.
私はだからもうスクーバは飽きたから。
I'm begging you, Chisa. We can't let Emily leave like
返
this.
すって？
Yeah, on the next ferry.
あの子がそう言ったの？
I nodded. After that, she was meeting up for mom. Then who knows if I ever see her
ほ
again.
んと勝手な子。台風みたいに人騒がせで何にも残さず去ってくつもりなのね。
But if she leaves like this, we'll all be left with nothing but bad memories of this summer. I can't let that happen.
わかったわかった。だから大きな声出さないで。
小姉は今謹慎中なのです。もしまたヒロ兄たちと海に行こうとしてるのがバレたら
Then her allowance will be suspended until graduation?
高校卒業までお小遣いゼロにされるのです。
Seriously? What? So allowance is more important to you than friendship? I knew Chisa wasn't that shallow.
違う！そんなこと言ってない。バレたら止められるからやるならこっそりって言ってるの。
Does that mean you're in? Chisa sighed.
しょうがないでしょ。私だって嫌だもん、こんな終わり方。
Thanks, Chisa. I threw my arms around her.
おう、抱きつくなバカ。
I always believe in you.
だから騒ぐなっての。離れなさい。
修羅場の予感。
そうよママ。次の船で帰る。指輪は見つけたけどどこかに落として
She dropped it.
わないと思う。もともと失われる運命だったのね。
Oh, it definitely is meant to be found. You'll be surprised.
わかった。また連絡する。愛してるわ、アマ。
いいのかいそれで。
おばあ様。だってもうどうしようもないんですもの。
ヒロキたちはまだ悪あがきしてるようだがね。
ヒロ君たちは？
ねえエミリー、冒険に必要な心構えって何だと思うね。
Yeah, I'm thinking the same about that, Brad. Now that Hiroki changed with this, he does have the right attitude for this whole thing. He doesn't even want to give up. He always want to help out though, and make sure everything gets right, even before like on a deadline, a very tight one to be in fact. I like how it's all going right now.
冒険に必要な心構え。
それは何があっても全て受け入れる覚悟を持つことだ。冒険がうまくいくとは限らない。もしうまくいっても、やっと見つけた宝箱の中身は空っぽかもしれない。アドベンチャーの結末はいつもハッピーエンドってわけじゃないのさ。それでも人は冒険に挑む。どうしてかわかるかい？
さあ。
やれやれ、あんたはもう知ってるはずなんだがね。若いうちは目の前のものしか見えないもんさ。
いずれわかるのかしら、私の冒険の本当の意味が。
多分ね。あんたは昔の私によく似てる。可愛らしくて賢い子だから。
Oh man.
君たちは無茶してなきゃいいがね。
Let's all hope not. Nothing bad will happen. And after all, unkept promises are the last thing you want to make to a girl disregarding romance status. That is the last thing you want to do. The letter was on the desk, just as Emily has found it, still intact and readable. That was strange in and of itself. One would think the paper would have fallen apart years ago. It was still torn around the edges, but I could still read the words.
セーブしといたぞ。
Thank goodness. Alright. I'm gonna just end it off right here just so I can get some more energy today. I'm not gonna give up, so I'm finishing up this game. So even though I did finish up the first one, which is like Chisa's route, now we're doing Emily's route, and that should be about it from there. So I'm gonna go back to this game, come back to this game again. This isn't over yet, guys. So we got more left to go with this game. Pretty much just to get to both females. So we're on the second one. I think we might be almost done soon. Might be almost done in the next stream I do. So that should be it from there. But anyways, thank you guys for coming out today on this live stream tonight I've done. So I decided to change up things to make things different this week instead of doing the same stuff over and over. So we know today is Turbo Tuesday as usual. The next day might be Dead by Daylight or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because I'm trying to make sure everything's all different throughout the months and all that stuff. That before, when July comes around, we're going to be doing like a lot of Splatoon. It's just for anticipation of the Splatoon Raiders. Looking for Samurai Bank on Friday? Yeah, I'll return back to that game this week. Just gotta squeeze in all the stuff that games I want to do, and then that'll just end off June from there like that. But anyways, that's it for today, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord server if you're new. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one.